I don't.
Because the GTX 3000 series is fucking insane.
But it's also like, you know, 6, 7, it's fine. Well, I mean, it's about the same price, huh?
400 quid for the 3070, and it will knock two 1070s SLI. It will kick the shit out of SLI 1070s. Like,
okay, so
the 3070 is
really
400 quid.
In this case, just upgrade the card.
Just upgrade the card. Yeah, seriously. Like in this era now, the difference between the 10 series
The problem
and the 3
is
series is
the
like,
problem is getting a hold of it in the U.S. right now.
yes, but
That's the issue.
what I've heard down the grapevine is that Nvidia themselves have actually dropped their Founders Edition card. Like they're no longer taking orders for it because they literally just can't produce the cards at a high enough volume to cover the current sales.
You think Strix is gonna pick it up?
That's the only ones you can find. The only ones you can actually find in the marketplace now are ROG Strix.
That's the only thing. I only purchase parts for. I only do Asus parts. They're just tried and true.
Yeah. Then the thing is, right? So with 3070 coming from Strix, with that's their little overclock kind of habit that they throw onto it, plus they enhanced.
What was that card number on that?
3070. 3070.
GTX Strix 3070.
I think it's like £380. You're chatting probably $450. Guessing.
Should be on Amazon actually.
But the 3070 isn't actually out yet. It doesn't exist.
Oh.
It's the 3070 is actually like the next ones of the chain of ones that they're going to be releasing. The problem is that
it definitely has images on the Asus website though. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's on its way, but it's like I don't know if the 3070 is the one that's actually out, or it might be the 3060 that isn't out. I can't even remember. But I know the 90, the 80, I've seen reviews of those. The 70 spec and board wise is so similar. It's just a lower RAM version of it that actually is designed for a lower budget. And I'm like, okay, does it still kick the shit out of things? Wow, look at those fucking numbers.
Yeah, I don't. Budget isn't an issue.
See, whenever there's like budget isn't an issue, I'm going like, but is it bang for your buck? Bang for your buck still is like the 70s.
That's important, yeah. Like my 70 can run pretty much any game right now still.
Yeah.
But you know, Cyberpunk's coming out, and you know how much I've been waiting to play that.
Yeah, I mean, see the last generation of like people shifting their upgrades. Because like the weird thing is, generally everybody does it around at the same time. All your friends do it at the same time because you're all playing the same stuff. I skipped over on PC.
I don't have friends except for you. Alright, time to smoke.
Sweet.
I mean, to be fair, like all my friends are like they were playing Baldur's Gate for like a week, and then their ADHD asses got off, and I'm like, here I am, just like sitting in the bed waiting for my orgasm.
You said you just sitting there going, well, blue balled myself, so.
Well, I enjoy the game though. I mean, shit, I'm probably getting back on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
The store, like it is early access, so you only can get to level 4 right now. You have to essentially treat it like a demo.
And that's, I can see people actually wanting to dip their toe into it and not get too deep, especially whenever it is a demo. But the same reason why I've spent a day and a half now playing this Craftopia game, and I'm like, this game is in early access. I will keep an eye on this game in the future, but as it is now, I'm like, I've had my $20 worth of fun out of this.
Exactly. But I will say the Baldur's Gate, I've already dropped like 120 hours into the game for a demo.
I mean, I can never judge because I've done that so many times before. Like, is it a hard limit? Can you actually still gain materials and other stuff while you're still playing those 100 hours that'll be useful to yourself, or is it actually like literally you've hit a wall and you're restarting it again?
No. I mean, it pretty much your character. It's going to be like once they release the rest of the game, you're going to still be able to play your character in your single player campaign all the way through. If you have a multiplayer campaign already saved with friends, you would actually continue that multiplayer campaign. Each campaign is in itself its own campaign though. Yeah. So it's like playing, a D&D session basically.
Yeah, self-contained.
Yeah. The saving is there's a lot of bugs on it that they fixed with the last patch. They're very quick to they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job of listening to feedback, listening to all the different things. And I think that that's why it's gained so much popularity in past 2 weeks that it's been out.
Okay.
A week? Shit, I don't even know anymore.
That's all. I'm saying you're going like, is it not? Is it literally? It's like, I think it's like day 7 today. Is it not?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. It came out. It was, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. It looks beautiful. Like, it does look beautiful. Like when you have it on the high settings and you see the water rushing by and you can like see the reflection of light off the water, and it has a good vibe to it.
See, June, the weird thing is, man, like both of us are sitting on like 1070s, I think, at the moment. Like that's what you said yours is currently running on.
Yeah. The OC 1070 Strix ROG one.
And mine's is, I think mine's is just what one did I think? I think I can't even remember what 1070 I actually have in there. I'll have to take a look at it in a second. But the difference that we're going to see from our 10 series cards to the 3000 series cards, it is stupid, because like the thing is, we haven't seen RTX at all.
No, we haven't.
So we're literally, like, you're chatting about the reflections in the water whenever there isn't that's a falsified reflection. What we're going to actually see whenever we get the new cards is literally we're going to actually see the reflections of the fucking
like real ray tracing,
real time for reflections. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm perturbed, I'm worried. I think it's one of the things when whenever video games actually surpass reality, because you couldn't actually go outside without, well, I couldn't go outside without my glasses on me and actually see the world as clean as I fucking do inside a video game. I'm like, that's terrifying. the video game is more real than reality.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting close to it. I think game developers purposely do their art styles so they don't create reality, though.
Because they're avoiding the uncanny valley.
Exactly. Yeah.
They
have to create a sustainable disassociation to reality.
Yeah, because nobody actually wants to live in reality. That's a weird thing whenever you actually look at life sims and stuff. Games are actually designed around doing a mundane task that actually is like a real life.
God.
I saw a really
people
good video.
love it.
Yeah,
people love it.
And like I can understand.
Especially
why.
retirees. Especially retirees. If that's all they did their whole life and they're just gonna get on the farm, farm simulator and farm.
That's the thing, man. Like, end up the guy I was chatting about earlier on, who told me like, I need to stop working and actually just sit and relax and enjoy me in a game of Raft. And I was like, grand, because he's the person I play a lot of survival games with. It's just that's his thing. But gotcha. he literally sent a photograph of him working on a farm. Because he's traveled around the world and worked in different farms and stuff in different capacities. But he was sitting in a farm inside a tractor that was connected to Wi-Fi, while he had his laptop next to him playing Farming Simulator, while he was sitting inside the tractor that was automatically farming the field for him. All he had to do was sit in the fucking thing and make sure it didn't go off track. So he was actually like farming while he was farming inside his farming while he farmed.
Brain hurts. I need more beer for that one.
Yeah, with that kind of reception, I need to go and get a cider. I'll be back in a second.
All right.
I've tried to join your game like 2 or 3 times there, but it hasn't let me in. Every time it says it's timed out.
It's because it might be because I'm in the tutorial. Maybe you can't join people in the tutorial.
That island, it may be tutorial, but once you've actually started the game, it's still the same game.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to have the transport gate or anything open before you're people to join the game. Just
okay.
Not connecting. I mean, the bottom left corner of the screen specifically states multiplayer is in early access. There will be bugs. I'm like, that's probably.
I'll back out and try to connect to you then.
I was going to actually start mine, and I'll host and play for my session.
But
this is interesting. Host and play. You have no server settings or any settings. All you can literally just start it. That's weird. I suppose if they keep it simple, it causes less problems.
Yeah, only friends can join your session right now. It's not open to public play. I think that's how it's set up to avoid harassment, douchebags breaking your shit.
Coming in and actually taking over your farm,
and destroying your farm too. Griefing you or whatever.
But I think the way this game is actually saved, you could always recover from your save file. If you're smart enough to make a backup, obviously.
Right, obviously.
Yeah, because there's a lot of time where people just don't make. They're going like, "Why is it all broken? Like, did you make a backup? No. Well,
6 beers in, you're like, oh, what?
There's your problem.
These are all 12 proof beers.
you know what I've actually found a delight drinking at the moment? Jameson cold brew.
Jameson cold brew.
So it's essentially Jameson with like essentially it's filtered through coffee.
Okay.
So it actually has
That's-
like it has
that's heavy.
it has a coffee taste to it. But what I've been drinking it in is chilled like pre-made latte. Do you know, like you can get like a cafe latte in a fucking Tetra Pak bottle? Because they're like a like essentially the same way you get chilled coffee out of a vending machine.
Okay.
So essentially it's a chilled cafe latte with a shot of Jameson cold brew in it, and it fucking tastes amazing.
Sounds good.
It is actually I mean it's really sugary as hell because they sugared the hell out of those fucking chilled lattes.
Yeah,
It's
I can't
so
have
good.
that. If I have sugar now, I fall asleep, regardless of how much. Like even if it's an energy drink, I'm knocked out.
Yeah, I mean it has that effect on most of us as we get older, but like specifically just you can get you can actually get like a non-sugar one. You can actually get like there's like almost like a dark boss kind of style coffee. Just you get it so that it's literally just creamer and very very little sugar added to it, and you throw this into it and it still tastes fantastic. It's like it's literally designed. It makes an instant cold Irish coffee, and it's actually really fucking tasty.
I need to fix something with my desktop audio on my OBS. There's something going. It's putting your audio through the desktop audio on my stream, and it's also doing it through the headphone audio.
Doing it in two different ways.
Yeah, at the same time.
You might have just too many layers on.
Maybe. I'll fix it later.
Oh,
Alright,
Kevin,
so let's
Kevin, your dead body is still here with us. For Kevin.
I got my character join via Steam. There you are. I can talk to you. Oh, I joined. Maybe I need to invite to watch, invite to play, join game. Here we go. Maybe that was the reason why.
Yeah, well, were you able to join mines?
I'm working on it.
Building placement error has occurred. The item has been dropped on the ground near the placement coordinates of the host coordinates.
How do you close the Steam error? That's how.
Top of the screen.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. Is he
Okay.
That's you joining, is he?
I believe so.
Wait. It freezes out my game while your game's loading in.
Yep. I see everything. Holy shit, there you are.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, there you are. Holy shit. You literally just appear in the dock.
Yeah, right on the dock.
Cool.
What's up?
So, first things first. Let's get you some fucking clothes.
Yeet.
Alright. I can literally just go over here and just grab clothes from one of my desks, I suppose. Alright, first things first, actually, whenever I'm going to say. You get a hat before you actually get proper clothes. Which one do you want? Do you want the wizard's hat, the ranger's hat, the crown, or the red beret?
The crown.
The crown. Oh, well, I can't actually because I don't have enough gold ingots yet. I have to actually smelt some gold. Whoops. Never mind. It's either red beret, ranger's cap.
I'll take the wizard's hat. That's fitting.
Grand. Sheep's wool, bird feather. I don't have any amber either. I apologize for this assumption that I had everything, but I don't even have talons or bird feathers.
I have a shit ton of talons.
Yeah, so literally, well, in fact, if you have stuff, you can just use my equipment, can't you?
I can't build that stuff yet.
No, you can build it because it's actually on my island.
Let's see.
We're in a different age here. I'm on the top.
Oh,
yeah. So all the other stuff's
ranger hat it is.
There you go. So you can literally build anything you want here that actually is from my age, and then when you go back to your game, you won't have the ability to do it, but you already have it at that point.
Alright.
Same thing whenever it comes to weapons as well and stuff.
Alright. Oh, why won't it let me? There's not enough space to carry this. Well, that explains a lot. Here. Let's see. I'm just gonna drop some of this shit here. I'm gonna keep the ingots. You said want me to throw you a bone? Well, here you go.
Oh, literally, where's the bone? Does that mean I may build the thing that I've been waiting to build for ages here? Yes!
Does that mean I can pick up a hat, or do I?
No, the hat is actually in your weapons and equipment thing, so it's actually the top section. You have to go to equipment and actually make sure there's a space there.
I don't need this stick no more. Fuck that stick.
Fuck the stick.
A hat I have. Alright, I have a hat.
Cool. There is 3 chests inside of the house on the ground floor. You can feel free to take a look inside those, see if there's anything that you want in them. Shit, was that... You gave me 4 bones? Good man. That means I can build 2 of these things now.
Oh yeah, I have like a shit ton of bones. I mean, I killed a shit ton of skeletons.
Yeah, I think it's just like I haven't been anywhere near skeletons for a while because I was going to the next island and stuff. There's a iron axe and an iron pickaxe inside one of these boxes. Feel free to take it if you want it.
Oh man.
And there's some stuff on the floor.
Fuck. Tired today. I don't know why.
Why the fuck can't I open the chest? There we go. There should be some weapons in the 3rd chest along as well.
Weapons I'm good on, actually. Let me see these are probably better though, huh?
Not all of them, so like they're
okay.
I've just
If you're in it, I can't look at. Oh, there's your big old pot of death.
Yeah, it was full of fried eggs earlier on. Apparently the humans, whenever they die, drop eggs. So, I was like, so it wasn't cooking meat, it was cooking eggs, and I was like, okay. I wonder where that came from. Son of a bitch, I went over to do one thing and I didn't do with the thing I was meant to do.
Oh, because I... Well, why is there even seeds in here then? Get the seeds. I don't want to equip the fucking seeds. I don't want seeds. Make some apple trees. Okay, so I can't equip this because it's two-hander, or...
No, 2-handed weapons you need to actually learn the skill for.
Ah, well that would explain that.
Mm-hmm.
Combat. Let's see here. Two-handed weapons right here. Bam. Learn the skill for. Already got it. Alright, good deal. Problem solved. That is a really big sword.
Which one is it?
I don't know. It's the Zwellhander, which is stolen from fucking Gloria Victus.
Fucking Swinehanders. Alright, what does that need to build? Okay.
Does that hurt you?
Huh?
Nope. Okay.
Oh, what? Ow. Here, wait.
Did that hurt you?
Did you learn the skill for dual-handed weapons?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. How many points did you have to spend for that?
1. I've already.
Oh, sheep, you dumb fucks. Get out of the... Fucking sheep killed itself by jumping in the fire.
Was not me. Yeah. I didn't do that.
You swung near the sheep and it panicked.
Oh. You have all these monos. Jesus Christ. Now the mono's having sex with a cow and it's creating a mono.
Oh, no.
It's just bad.
All of my other animals are dead. The monos just fucked them out of existence.
You had so many cows here earlier.
For fuck's sake. Right. What was I...
How do you... Oh, you gotta Pokeball it. I need to turn this fan on in here. It's getting stuffy. Oh yeah, work's been just kicking my ass because we're trying to get ready for inventory.
Oh god.
Yeah, I hate retail, but man, I did get a decent paycheck now, so at least it's not as good as my last paycheck.
Yeah, but it is a paycheck.
It's over $1,000, and that's all that matters to me. Because that means one paycheck goes for rent and bills, the other paycheck is my money.
Nice.
It's good to be a 34-year-old and not have any debt.
You lucky son of a bitch. I'm still paying off.
That's going to change by next year. By probably February is where I'm aiming for. I'll have a car then, and that will be my biggest debt. I'm about to faint from hunger. Oh, I guess I better eat something, huh?
Oh yeah, there should be plenty of food inside the thing. There's actually steaks cooking in the cooking pot. Those give you plus 80% for food.
Sweet. There's nothing in the cooking pot, but I can put these meats in there.
Oh, don't just put the meat in there on its own. Use at least some, because if you just cook meat, it'll come out as like ruined food.
What about mushrooms?
Mushrooms are pretty good.
Let's put some mushrooms and some meat and.
Here, fuck it. I actually literally
some...
here. I've got actually like literally some roasted sweet potatoes here. You can just munch on those. Give me a second here. Where are you? Oh no, the cooking part's over here. There's 3 steaks right here in this pot.
Oh, the tiny pot. My bad.
Yeah. There you go. Those 3 steaks will keep you for ages.
Making a Japanese curry tomorrow.
What the fuck? How did that happen? Oh, my wheat fields got destroyed.
That was not me. I was over here.
Well,
where does this go?
Microsystems got
There's monos all over the place.
Oh dear God, are they actually just invading up there, or are they now?
Yep, they're all in there. They're having sex with the chickens now, or how did what is that in there? How did that even get in there?
I don't want to know.
Mess. You're gone for 10 seconds and the whole fucking farm turns to shit. No.
God damn it. Like, I just want to fire a bomb in there just to actually kill all of them. There is so many monos just wandering around this fucking map.
There, I killed a bunch of them.
Yes, please. Just literally just end their lives, get the eggs from them, because at this point they're fucking working. Actually, do you know what? You know what I want you to do? I'm going to make some throw-in balls. Catch them in a throw-in ball, bring them down to the generator, and throw them in the fucking generator and turn them into batteries. That's the most useful thing you can be done with them. Right. Here is
what are these generators right here?
They're next to the breeding machine, yeah. So that's in there.
Oh yeah. Pokeballs.
Yeah, so for Pokeballs you need stone and sand.
What?
That's all you need for a Pokeball.
Jesus Christ. This game makes no sense.
What I need to make is an aging station, so I need to be able to pick up the iron that's on the goddamn floor at the moment. My pockets are too full. Best way to do that, put stuff into storage. Stuff into storage. What rare things are on the floor? Apple seeds, carrot seeds. I'm taking all your seeds.
That's mine. Yeah, you can have them. I'm just saying
That's because I actually have the farms there for them, so.
Yeah, that's why I figured you would like them. Fucking. Well, level 14 by just killing monos, so.
Nice. I just think you force level yourself up just by killing the shit that's in my farm. Works for me.
Battle him, duel, the great archer. Oh, God. Leveled up my duels, my charge strike. Which you don't. I should have used the rotating strike. You can't charge strike with the dual wield or dual weapon. Two-hander. Oh man. Fuck you, chicken.
Never have anything to use of copper or silver on anymore, so I'm getting it out of my goddamn pockets. There we go. Now I can pick up all the fucking iron that's sitting outside.
Alright, I'm good on food. Alexander the villager, what's up, dude?
Yeah, so they watch. Are they in the second floor? Are they?
No, he's just chilling outside the front door.
Watch out, he'll poop on the floor if you're actually standing next to him sometimes. The classy guy.
Alright, so I need to get sand. I need to hold up.
There is a sand dune further along the beach, I think.
Do you have to hit it with a pick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make myself another pick here. So what do I need? I need silver ingots. No, I don't need that. ingots?
There's iron ingots smelting in the pot if you want some.
Alright. Take a couple.
You might want to take as many as you possibly can get because, I mean, you don't always catch it on the first throw. Just like
Oh my
Pokemon.
god. This fucking inventory sucks. Because it's like in the material inventory, it's full with just shit. I got a shit ton of iron ore too.
Oh, just
I
fire
got
it into the smelting pot if there's one free.
I want to take it. No, I want to retrieve it. It won't let me.
You can only put stuff in. You can't actually add more material while it's still crafting.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Need some stone. Stone.
Here you go. Come here.
You got stone to spare?
Yeah,
Nice.
you can use that for now. Because, I mean, you're building all this stuff anyway, so.
Ah! You set me on fire whenever you ran through the fire!
Ow! Roll! Tuck and roll! Tuck and roll!
Fucking, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
that's how
heal.
Okay, no, get. You got everything. Yeah!
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. Just my sanity.
Okay.
Need 3 more of those damn ingots.
Sure, I'll drop some here for you.
Oh, I got it. I'll just get it from here.
Okay.
Perfect. Now I can make me a little iron pick here. Oh, no, I'll use this one.
How close am I to actually building this fucking thing? There it is. I can have biofuel. Thank fuck! I've been trying to make biofuel for ages and I didn't know what I needed to do, but all I have to do is age some wheat, and that does it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
Ah! I see what you meant by conveyor belts.
Yep.
They're right under the beach. Alright, so where's the sand look like?
Oh, sand? It's like a tiny kind of like flat rock.
Gotcha. That's annoying.
So if you're looking
Trying to
for
run
it,
up.
see if you're going to the beach, go way down past the transport gate. It's actually on that end of the beach.
That's where I'm heading right now. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. I don't like that. There we go. Okay, that's not. Oh, I see it. Sand!
Success. Right, I need to convert some wheat into wheat flour. Now the big pity is I've been converting wheat into bread this entire time thinking, oh, I'll use it for like food buns and stuff for later food. If I hadn't done that, I would have so much wheat right now to make fucking fuel out of.
Pokeball. I need iron. Oh, it's iron ingots and sand. Got it. All right.
Oh my god, it takes so long to make biofuel. Right.
Oh, I scratched my neck earlier today. Like when I was scratching it, I have a fucking scratch on there. That's really annoying.
Oh, it's like just sitting in a bad spot.
Yeah, it's like right on my neck. I keep rubbing it too. I must have got it real good.
Oh, give me all the wheat. Give me all that wheat.
Oh, look, it's the nut grinder.
Yep. I'm just popping some nuts.
Now, did you have to run a water line to make those irrigation work, or is it just the
No.
device by itself?
Device by itself.
Okay.
Previous to that, I was actually like I was constantly fucking peeling water out of that, and then actually like doing it full on Stardew Valley style, throwing it in angles, to try and hit 3 of them at one time.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Do you have a bow and arrow?
Negative.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to just say kill that fucking seagull that's messing with my platforms, but it's grand. He'll fly away as soon as you get to him. No? Ah, happy days. Dead seagull. Oh, he's stuck. Fucker! I knew he would get away. That's why I wanted to use the bow and arrow, because he wouldn't have got away with
it. Murdered. Murdered. I can make a bow and arrow.
That's no rush. There's actually pretty decent ones in there. You can grab like titanium and stuff if you want to get some big damage.
Draw. I have a ranger hat on. I'm gonna go over here. Is there a way to like? I need to destroy some to get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need like those shitty ass weapons.
I think the best way to destroy things.
That's what I like about.
God.
I have a nut more seeds over here by me too. I don't even know where I got those seeds from. But here you go.
Oh, if you actually have seeds, toss them on. See, there's like 3 ones with little sprite icons on it. The other one's actually wheat. Wheat constantly keeps growing, but the ones on the left-hand side, which have just got the wee sprite icon on them, need seeds thrown on them so they can grow. But once you throw the seeds on them, the watering machines will actually water the rest of them for you.
Okay.
So,
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you equip the seeds and then use the your offhand button to throw them.
These are bean sprouts.
Excellent. Throw away at those. And then if you have any fruit, if you have any food or like
this one's not getting water up here. This top one's not getting any water.
Oh, hang on. 1, 2. One of my water beans is missing. Should be 3 of them here. Is there only 2?
It's that damn seagull.
Fucking seagull again. Seriously, one of them's gone missing. Is it?
Oh shit! All that wheat. What the fuck?
Fuck it. Just I'm gonna grab it.
Where were you putting the wheat in?
Oh, the wheat stays in. It always stays in. Like you can never. Actually...
Yeah, some came in my inventory, so.
Oh yeah. So wheat is going into the cooking pot. Be turned into wheat germ or to wheat grain.
All right, this one's maxed out. If you want to grab that.
Give me a second. I'll grab it.
To the biofuel. Oh, why am I so fucking tired today? It's this Bell's 2L. That's what it is. It's making me sleepy. I did like stay up till 4 a.m. playing Baldur's Gate. So yeah, what I was talking about. So there's a goblin camp, and there's of course it's D&D. So there's many ways you can complete your task mission, or you can even do the, you can be an asshole if you wanted to. Like it provides you those options, and I decided to nip the aggression in the bud. By doing so, I was then trapped inside this cathedral full of goblins, ogres, and hobgoblins.
Nice.
And then I had to fight I could have fast traveled, right? But where's the fun in that? So I fought my way out of it and took out all the goblins. There's about 3 breaks I got, and then I would go rest. I would go to do a long rest at the camp. And when you do a long rest, it brings you back to where you were. So I did a long rest, and I came back with my characters. Now the NPCs they died a lot, right. And I had to pay a lot of gold to resurrect them. But the amount of shit that I got from that mission alone was worth it. Like,
so you're gonna get paid back in dividends at that point.
Yeah, with the weapons I got, with all the skills, all in the level up and etc. Yeah, they do some fun. Man, this stuff grows fast, doesn't it?
Oh, the wheat? Yeah, no, the wheat's stupid fast.
The bean sprouts is what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Essentially, like the food cycle in this is actually pretty fast. I mean, because it only needs a single watering, and then after that you can just walk away from it most of the time. That still hasn't been watered at the top. All right, I'm just gonna go and make another irrigation machine because of fucking. That's gonna drive me mad.
Oh, shit.
I have no idea where it went.
Did you accidentally pick it up?
You have to hold down a button to pick it up, and I'm like, why would I have done that? Where is this fucking water mains? Water mains. Fucking fuck. Where are the water mains?
Oh.
See, what you're going to see me build whenever this finally fucking works is I'm going to build an actual fucking murder machine that goes around and killing trees. So I'm looking forward to it. I just want. Where's water fucking vein? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Fuck. Right.
Oh, there's your biofuel. Okay, I got you.
I need to grab 20 water, so I need to take 10 from this well and wait for it to refill. Or I can build another well. Alright, I'll build another well, because every single time I'm going to need maybe 20.
Right, yeah.
This, so we might as well have 2 wells.
But yeah, after I finally finished it this morning, got out of that camp this morning, it took me 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Like the combat alone for me coming out of the cathedral took about an hour and a half. And then it was just my cleric that was alive, my main character. And she only stayed alive because I had fought some gnolls earlier and I gained a flail that basically whenever I hit with it I heal myself.
Oh, nice. So it just kept your
yeah.
ass alive, so you may not have been doing
Right,
enough damage,
exactly.
but you could whittle the bastards down.
Fucker, at some point I'm like, okay, I got to dip out of here somehow. So I found a path that led up to like a little cliffside, and they were all trying to shoot me with range, and their arrows were just hitting my shield every single time.
Nice.
So I was like, because as long as I'm facing them, it seemed like it didn't seem to I wasn't getting hit by arrows. So I finally just like, okay, fuck this. So I had all these bombs and stuff from the beginning, the first mission where you're on a Mind Flayer's ship, and I just started throwing the bombs at him, and I'm like just causing statuses to them. I killed like 6 at once because they were bleeding and on fire. I was like, oh my god. And that was like the main ones. All right, let me go finish the rest of these goblins off. We're like, okay, they're dead. Let's get everybody back alive. 600 gold later. Oh god, it was intense though, because like it's been a while where I have been interested in a turn-based strategy game. Like the last one I played was XCOM, and I only played a little bit of that because I've never really been into turn-based.
It is turn-based, but that's a turn-based tactics game rather than actually a turn-based action RPG of any sort.
Right,
it's
exactly.
A very different beast, because that's closer to Final Fantasy Tactics than it is to say
exactly. Or it's like Tactic Ogre or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
Tactics Ogre as well.
I miss Tactic Ogre. Tactics. That's a hard name to say. The American translation is no good for that game. But no, I mean that was my first turn-based strategy was Tactics Ogre. It was the one for the Game Boy Advanced. Forget the name of it, but it was like you were an angel, and like you had to like make sure stop the other angel from getting the crazy sword weapon, and it's like, but it was like how you describe it. This is an actual RPG.
Yeah.
I'm invested. Like I invested in my character. But what I was complaining about, I was playing as absolutely amazing with my first campaign. I'm like, man, I wish I could be a battle mage. And then I was playing my single player campaign, and I noticed that the fighter has the ability to become an Eldritch Knight.
Nice. So it's actually flame swords and shit.
No, dude, no, like full on spells.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Like full on burning hands. Like you get level it's only level 1 spells because you only go to level 4, but I'm assuming at higher levels the spells get better. So I'm like, fuck. You can choose I think you can choose either warlock spells or you can choose wizard spells, and then at level 4 you have the ability to actually choose a feat to learn extra spells, depending, or you can choose great weapon fighting or whatever like that. So I chose, when I played with my friends last night, I chose a high elf fighter, and because you get a cantrip right away.
Yeah.
Or I chose a half elf actually. So my dude, I was murdering things. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so OP. Like, oh man, I can't hit that thing from here. No problem. Firebolt.
I was like, oh, it's just out of my sword range. What can I do? Fireball.
Firebolt. I was like, I'm like, oh
no,
my god.
you're all the way over there.
It just, and then like you learn misstep, and like, oh my gosh, it's just, it's pretty fun. And then it's inspiring me to become more adventurous in my D&D campaign.
Nice.
Which they're gonna hate, I'm assuming.
Yeah, your DM. Well, a DM hates everything, but it actually enjoys it at the same time. It's a terrifying position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That should be watered now. No!
Oh, it's under it.
It still counted. Still counted.
Okay, it still counted. What the fuck?
Oh, it's because of this fucking rock to the side of it. It actually boosts it up a wee bit. That's why it's actually. No, well, that's my own fault. That's physics. That is...
Can you even destroy this rock?
Nope. No, you cannot. The only thing you can. Oh, this
is
is sand.
sand.
Oh, that would be fucking helpful for you earlier on. That's the sand one I was chatting about. Oh, goddamn. So, I'm about to build the two things here. So, come and join me as I create monstrosity. So,
okay.
I should have enough biofuel for this now. So, there's two objects I can make. I can either make a rotating saws or an excavator. And the rotating saws is obviously going to be more entertaining, so we're going to build it first.
Like World of Warcraft right there. Like the fucking gnomes. They're the goblins, excavators.
So come up here. we're going to go somewhere where there's trees.
Just kills everything.
It's
fuck you, monos.
So the special thing about this saw is that it's safety prepared, so it will not hurt anybody. It will only kill trees.
Holy shit!
And off it goes.
That's sexy. So does it put the logs in its inventory?
No, it does not. Just stand back. Don't let the logs touch you. Just leave them sitting there.
Oh, okay.
And you'll see.
Then it's gone.
Yeah. Don't worry. But keep an eye on those logs. See the wee guys are up here? Little drones?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't see a wee drone? Alright. So I actually have log gathering drones that actually will pick up the logs for me and take them back to my base.
Oh, nice.
And they're part of the automated system of the giant machine downstairs. So like that all feeds in. First one is actually the auto builder. The second thing...
here's a question.
Hmm?
Does it just hit trees or does it hit anything that's wood?
Oh, it appears to be hitting other things quite badly down there. Okay, I just saw someone fly away after it hit it.
Oh god, it's going right for your farm! Abort! Abort! Oh Jesus!
Alright, let's just watch what happens.
Oh god, it's going right for autosave. Oh god.
Oh no. What is it?
Okay. We're good. It's not doing anything. It's like, oh no! It's excavating your fall god!
Oh wow.
It does hurt. It hurts a lot. Oh god. Oh, you can't stop this, can you?
No.
You can pick it up. You can pick it up.
Oh
no, you cannot.
No, I cannot pick it up.
We have to destroy it.
There we go. Right.
Oh god! It destroyed your farm. Oh, folks, if you are watching this, that just happened. And he started on the mountain.
Yeah, it started up there in the mountain. It purposefully came back to the farm. It like literally was so far away, up on a mountain, surrounded by trees.
So this is something that it would seem that you'd put on a different island.
It's right, so the description for the object is autonomously cuts down trees with a mysterious force, made with strong focus on safety, so the blades are not dangerous. No reports of injury yet, at least.
Yeah, I got hurt by it, so and
Yeah,
you did
yeah,
too,
it launched my ass away as soon as I fucking went near it, and I was like, okay. So I jumped on it, clinged to its side, and just like hammered on the X button until it fucking disappeared.
Oh my god. Maybe it's the direction you put it in. Maybe you have to like face it in a different direction so it doesn't like go towards the base.
No,
It looked like it went into a linear path. I swear that's. Well, it did turn, didn't it? Because it went over the.
you know, it turned around, went over the edge, and came back.
It went straight for the farm. It's like, oh, farm. Hey, what's up?
Oh, alright. Not surrounded by the tree. Not to cut down the trees that I'm surrounded by right here. I'm gonna go straight down
I think it
there.
hit like one tree.
On the way. It hit the tree on the way to the fucking farm. I'm literally going to the far end of the fucking island and dropping this fucking thing again to see what happens.
We're just gonna be minding our own business and it just like pops up.
Like, hey guys! It's like just fucking right appears out of nowhere. Right, there we go. It's back on the ground again.
Okay.
It is going straight for the farm. It's climbing the fucking mountain to go back to the farm. Look at it!
It really is!
Look at it!
Oh, nope. Here we go. Like, it's definitely one of the bugs. Sounds like, looks like. Yep, nope. Okay, so we found a tree. It's not, see, it doesn't stop. That's the problem. It just,
Yeah.
nope, yeah, it's going right for the farm. I picked up those logs, damn it.
No, don't worry.
Okay, it stopped.
I think it's just jammed. It's stuck on the fucking ledge.
Well, this was a disappointment.
This is an utter disappointment. Piece of shit. I wanted to automate this. Process. Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, I think you can hurt yourself like that.
Huh? Get back in my pocket. Right, so. I may just take that to another island and drop it and see what happens. But for now, we're going to go and get we're going to go make an excavator. At least I can drop that on the sandbox, and at least it'll just fucking produce sand constantly for me. So that means I've always got sand for my goals.
Who the fuck is sending me?
Damn it! I'm so disappointed in that. that was actively disappointing. Oh, hey Trippies, thank you very much for actually joining us in the chat. Right. What do I need to build this now again? Oh, I need bioethanol. I got plenty of that. I got plenty of bioethanol.
Sorry, that's the beer. Whoever you are that just joined. It's all phlegmy.
You're in your Flemish beers.
Oh, all of my Flemish beers. It's an IPA. I don't know. It's like this time of the year when it gets cooler. I like a good IPA. It warms me up good.
Jesus, alright, that was you can't even apologize for that one. That was just fucking rude.
That's how we say hi in America.
How we say goodbye everywhere else.
This is Japan. That's still a compliment.
It's true. Alright, I need to sell some shit because I don't have enough space for this fucking
I don't know what
bioethanol.
died here, but I'm assuming. What is he doing on this? Look at this motherfucker.
Is there a dead body still there?
No, Alexander's there.
Oh, he's just waiting for an animal to show up. That's how I told you. Alexander just sits there waiting for animals to show up.
He's a creepy old man too. It makes it worse.
That's so much worse.
Let's go find him some love.
Yeah, so you go ahead and capture some animals there.
No, we don't need any more monos, do we?
No, but no, if you can find another human, we can produce Alexanders.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, so you can capture Alexanders with
Alright,
the Pokeballs. So, but you have to
That
actually like
makes
lower their health a little bit, and then you can drop the Alexanders on them.
All right, I got some iron ore, so I can make the Pokeballs. Jesus Christ.
This is the fact that you're going like, I'm just gonna go capture a human now.
Oh god. So you have like a little helicopter on top of these things. What is this up here? The little drone.
Oh, so the little drones are the the wood collectors. So if that thing had worked correctly, the drone flies off, picks up the wood, and drops it here. See, there's actually floating. Oh, the wood's still floating there. But
Yeah.
it drops on the conveyor belt. Conveyor belt drops it in, and this last bit is a container that actually has a whole bunch of shit in it. Probably full,
Gotcha.
it's probably filled with eggs and fucking wood. Yep, it is
And
filled with
me.
wood and eggs.
Oh, okay, I can't get hurt by that. You're aggressive? Well, you're dead aggressive. Fucking Monos are creepy motherfuckers. I have nightmares about them. Oh, hey, I found your, let me go hand these. I don't think I can hand my growth tablets in for you, can I? Right, mine for
No, if you hand them in, they'll be for you. But I actually have like
Okay.
I have 8 tablets
I'll
in
go hand
storage.
these
I
first,
just
yeah.
haven't got around to doing them yet.
Alright, let me go ahead. Do you have to have 4? Do you have to like redo dungeons to get them, or is that how that works?
You do have to do new dungeons or complete tasks on different islands.
Gotcha.
But since you're actually in my world, you can actually jump to 2 islands. I already have a couple unlocked.
Oh, nice. Apparently Anubis poops. Apparently the god poops.
Yes, Anubis does poop.
What do you wish for? Nothing.
I do not wish for anything.
Suicide. Nice.
Contemplating suicide. Losing myself, losing my mind.
Do you need help? No. Do you need to wait? Help killing myself or help talking it out? You know, whatever.
Just whatever you're feeling like. I'm just here to help.
Okay, so you have humans up here. You have like a little bar up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the reason why is because they appear, they fall down the stairs, they land on the conveyor belt and drops them into the big pot of oil and oil.
Well, you know, I'm gonna start calling you Hannibal.
Hey, I don't eat them. I feed them to other people.
and they problem solved. How do I get up to that thing though? Oh, you just jump.
Oh, perfect! It literally excavates the sand straight onto the conveyor belt. Look at it! Look at it go!
Oh wow. Now that is worthful.
That
So-
is beautiful.
Where is it going? So where does? Oh, and it just goes into the big storage.
Yeah, no, well, what I can do, right, so this is an autocrafter. I go into the autocrafter and I can tell it what I want it to do. So if I go in here and say, I want you to make me monster prisms. all I
Looks
need
like
to
a generator stuck in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'll pull that out in a second. I've been using that to fucking any animals that step into it. I use that to milk the animals to death, and then it just drops them into storage. So what I need to do now is if I just put iron ingots inside this. So if I put a stack of iron ingots in, so I'll just grab this and I'll put a stack of you in, a stack of you in, and now that it's actually taken standing, it is going to produce monster prisms for me. I need to. Pick
Oh. You just stay right here and just gather them.
Yeah. So I just need to get this out. Get that machine out! Why is there's somebody inside it? There is somebody inside it. Oh fuck! All right, I need to. Can you take all the items that are currently stuck inside this machine out for me, please?
I will try to. I have an inventory. I need to set up build a chest for myself.
There's a few in there in storage. You can actually make any kind of chest. I think
Is
I,
it- Where's the oh?
the
take
blockage
this
is here.
stuff.
Yeah. So see the way there's a blockage. Just lift everything that's on like here and there on the table if you actually have space for it. It's mostly
There's an Alexander's here.
I know. It's bodies inside the machine. So you need to take the 10 items out of the what the fuck is in there? Actually, that's somebody's being milked. What's being milked in there? Ah, nicely done.
That work?
Yep.
That's how I do things. That's how I do things in D&D too. Like, you know what? Fuck.
Oh, I just figured out what it is. It's this dude up on the roof that's actually being milked. I just kill him.
Oh, it's this.
Can you get him? Because I can't get him from where the angle I'm at.
I can't. Ah, the fucking tree. Not without destroying the thing. Man.
Oh no, don't worry. You can't destroy it. You can't actually destroy these buildings with your fists. But
How do you even get? How do you even get up there?
I think what it is he's trapped inside that machine.
Oh wait, I have magic. Let's see, magic.
Oh fuck off! There's a deer coming. Get the fuck off the conveyor belt, deer.
You need to set up a fence. That's what you need to do. You need to block this whole area off with a wall.
Yeah, I mean, I had a fence down the bottom, like in the actual farm, and then I actually just cleared the fence so I could actually like, have the rest of this stuff set up properly. But the I need to get that. I left that feeder accidentally in there because it's fucking. Ah, come on, die, you prick.
There, he's dead.
Excellent.
Mission complete.
So, what is being milked then? Something is being milked in this machine. I don't know what it is.
What machine is it? The
It's a no. This thing this big box that's blocking the door or blocking
this dude here.
Did you see a dude in there?
Look at the guy to the left of the machine. Is that Alexander? You don't see him sticking out through the ground here?
No, I don't. Oh, no, the dead body? Nah, it wouldn't be him because he's already dead. He's already been milked.
Oh, okay. Oh, deer.
Oh dear. Hi, Alexander.
Well, isn't it the ingots you have in here?
Yeah, so I've the ingots are in there intentionally. I just need whenever this finishes.
There was a meat and horns and stuff, so I grabbed it.
I take the meat and horns out. So literally, I was going to demonstrate what's going to happen whenever the sand goes in the machine, but because that thing's blocking the way, I have to manually put the sand in here. But I'll take the sand, drop it into the machine. Hang on, and I'll shift click that in. And now I'm going to take that bone out because I need it as well for myself. Now it's going to automatically craft. So in the second half of the machine here, you can see it's actually now crafting the magic balls.
There we go. And
now you have infinite magic balls.
Nice. Well, until you run out of inventory, right?
Ah, well, until I run out of ingots.
But ingots. Now you you just need to have another conveyor belt that feeds ingots into it too.
Yep. And I'll just feed that from another excavator I'll set up where there's iron. So the thing is, you can see here, this is actually a furnace.
Iron, right? Is that copper right next to you, or that iron next to you?
Sorry?
Right here next to this conveyor belt. Is that copper or iron? I think this is copper.
You can see copper? I don't see. I just see stone.
Hold on. It was here.
Oh, weird.
No, it's nothing here. Never mind. It just looks like it's here. It's rendering, but it's not actually there.
Oh, okay. So you were standing like an empty space, like swinging at mushrooms, and I was like, okay, did he eat the mushrooms?
Okay, so I have a Pokeball. Now let's go find someone to have sex with.
Yeah, so up here you can see there's plenty of mountain of fucking animals, but if you want to grab somebody to feed to Arsehole himself there. Fuck off! Deer, do not go inside that machine. Get out. I want this machine cleared.
I hear a damn chicken over here. There it is. It's in your marketplace.
Fucking chickens.
Sell that shit. Jesus Christ. That's an annoying sound. One of the updates I can imagine saying we've toned down the chickens barking.
I don't mind stairs you want.
Honey?
My video quality went crap, like I lost all the color. Oh, there we go, it's back again. We need to reset the settings.
Oh,
All is
wow.
well.
Okay, so that happened.
Oh, did you
So
see what
the-
happened on my screen, or what happened?
No, I didn't see. Yeah, I was just like, well, that's a big bug.
Yeah, I know. The screen went completely black and white for a while. I was like, okay, what the hell?
So how did you get to other islands?
So that big, massive, ridiculous gate at the front of the house.
Oh,
That is
right.
a thingy of transport. You literally just walk through that door and you can pick a new island. Now, to go to new islands, you have to actually have material that actually, like, the cost of going to that island.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, shit, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I see. I can already go to those islands right now.
Yeah, because I already have them available. And those islands will actually be higher level enemies as well as better crafting materials.
Gotcha.
You can get titanium and silver and gold and stuff from there.
So you need a cow, right? You need you need livestock again, right?
Yeah, because my livestock has all been turned into fucking momos. Like goddamn Alexander fucking all the animals.
Well, it was Kevin. We all know it was really Kevin.
I mean, Kevin was an accident. Kevin had no choice. He was essentially
Kevin was an accident.
He had the cow thrust upon him on a number of occasions. So I've broken the conveyor belt here intentionally just to actually let the sand build up.
So how do you catch it with the ball?
So you injure it first, and like because the ball only does like 1 damage, you have to injure it until it's actually either in deep yellow or into its red at the very end, and then throw a ball at it. Now the arc of the ball can be a little bit weird, and throwing the ball one after another can actually make your aim go off more and more each time until you literally throw it off in a random direction.
Gotcha.
Aim the cursor slightly lower than where you actually want it to hit, because it arcs.
I caught a cow.
Excellent. Oh, cheers.
All right, so cow is captured. I'll catch another cow, and then we can kill Kevin Alexander.
Yes. And that means you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to find a person, we can just kill him.
All right, 2 cows captured. There we go. Let's go make cow babies. Making babies, making cow babies. Put them in baby maker. Ah, roll already. Fucking fire. Look, dude, you gotta go.
Bye, buddy.
I won't let you jump on things. There we go. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Saving you for later. Alright, I caught an Alexander.
Nice. Give an Alexander for later, just fire him. Oh, fire him into the generator? I need more batteries.
I will. So how do I put things in here?
In the generator, you throw the ball at the
Oh,
wheel.
I accidentally picked up the fucking baby maker. Hold on a second.
Someone's gone horribly wrong here. Oh, that's why I'm starving. Wouldn't let me do anything whenever I'm starving.
Okay, so baby makers. All right, so I guess I need to equip the one that I want to use, which is where? Oh, hey. So remember when you're like, hey, what happened to my sprinkler?
Mm-hmm.
Found it.
What?
I found it. I don't know. For some reason, it was in my inventory. I didn't pick it up. I
Was that
nowhere
also the
even
reason
near-
why my wheat field was also a block whenever I went over to it?
I do have a lot of wheat on me. I wasn't even over there. I'm thinking it was totally Alexander.
It was Alexander or Kevin's fault, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. I
Obviously,
mean,
yeah.
okay, no, that's not how we. How do we put the cow in there?
Into what?
The baby maker.
Oh, you have to throw the cow at the platform here. You throw the egg at the platform.
All right, what? Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we just gotta get. Well, there's a cow there. I got this. I got this. No, I don't got this. Oh, that's good. You can do that.
And you can always recatch you with another ball. The ball will actually immediately catch him every single time then afterwards.
Get back here, Mr. Cow. Oh my god, it even does the fucking like Pokemon like triple thingy.
Yeah, the wiggle, 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 then catch.
Stupid. Fucking
So stupid.
It's like, how many games can we legally rip off?
The thing is, you say legally, it does not, like, they don't seem to care about legalities of this game quite so much.
Nope, did that not work? Where'd he go? Where'd the cow go? What? The fuck?
What, did the other cow die?
I don't know. I threw it and then it didn't throw on the platform. It just went to the great beyond. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get another cow.
Wait, what? Disappearing cow?
It's still in my it's not in my inventory, so the case of the disappearing bovine.
Okie dokie.
What if you breed deer?
Deer work as well?
Oh, I found a skeleton. Oh god. What if you breed skeletons?
You can breed skeletons, but I have not managed to do so yet because for some reason they keep managing to find a hole in the fence. I found the hole in the fence I've been getting out of, walking straight into the water and immediately committing suicide.
So apparently this sword I have really kills things really well.
Nice.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna just chop you once. Cal, stay still. Oh my god.
Since
Oh,
you're actually
well.
since you're actually helping me rebuild the farm here a wee bit, I'm going to actually redo the fencing to make sure that it's airtight this time. Because that was the problem the last time. They would find a little alcove that they could get through, and then climb on top of each other and then jump the fence.
Ah, get back here, Mr. fucking cow.
I'm going to make sure to redo the fence so there is literally no gaps left in it.
Bitch!
Get in my ball!
Got it. Alright. Bringing the cow over.
We'll
Fucking douche cow. It's a level 3 cow.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, conveyor belts have got me. That's why I was wondering what the fuck was going on there.
So basically, essentially, it's supposed to put the cows in the conveyor belt,
Mm-hmm.
and they go up and get processed, and then they die.
Yeah, the original intention was that I was going to actually have them go into the, I was going to get them to go into the actual machine, and I thought that actually would process it, would do the milking for them. But I was like,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
it only works for the actual crafting, which was a problem.
It fucking did the same thing again. I threw it at the platform and then
Disappeared?
mm-hmm. Maybe I'll try not standing on the platform this time and just stand below it.
Oh yeah, no, don't like why you threw it onto the platform from below.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
But is it making the cows disappear, or are they appearing inside my house?
Don't really know. You might have cows in your house. They just don't appear visually to me.
Why have I got a feeling? I'm gonna check this pot to make sure it hasn't accidentally. Yeah. So what it's been doing? No, that's okay. I thought it was actually like dropping them into the pot inside the house.
Cooking them. Oi! Get back here. Oh, I'm out of little battery thingies or Pokeballs.
Oh, go to the second machine
Yep.
in the chain. They're all stored inside the chest inside the second machine. Not the last one that you're heading towards now. The furnace one in the middle.
We got the.
And there should be, on the back end of it, there's a chest box. You can open the chest there and there should be ones in there.
Ah.
Did you find ones?
Back end of it.
Right here. Follow me. Right here. Chest. The one on the left-hand side.
I can't access it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on. Need to put something else in my hand because I can't do it while I'm dropping the tokens. Okay, neither can I. I can't even pick that up anymore either. I can't pick up the actual thing. Oh, wait, there we go. Master prisons. I actually picked up 27 of them.
Alright. A couple on the ground here.
Yeah, I will. Up. There you go.
Money, 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 money. Mr. Cow. Oh, there's a drone up over here, maybe.
Okay, that's weird because it will not let me pick up this fucking auto furnace thing.
Oi! Cows don't run. Cows fight back. Okay, well, that's not a good example. Fucking Pokeball. You know what? Then you deserve to die. You're not strong enough
You go to
to
hell!
be.
You go to hell when you die!
You're not strong enough to be breed worthy. Come here, level 4 cow. I really need to get a bow and arrow. Maybe easier for this shit.
Whoa, that ball just ran straight. Wait, whoa, whoa, you're throwing those balls, I can actually see them run past
Yeah,
me.
no, I didn't mean to. It was my fingers spasmed actually.
Do not worry. Because the thing is, even if you've thrown them, you can still pick them back up off the floor before they
There it
spawn.
goes. That's. What the fuck? Yeah, these cows are ridiculous. Get back here, Noble One.
Oh Jesus! I went to pick up the sand. There was far too much sand for me to pick up.
Ah, I'm not even aiming over there. Yeah, they gotta definitely fix the aim on this shit.
Yeah, it's all over the shop.
Yeah, for real. Dude, I've been failing on these Pokeballs. Fuck you, cat. I guess I really shouldn't kill it twice. Probably should just throw another Pokeball at it. Hindsight's 20/30. Damn it. Get back here. At least they're not like something complicated to make. Oh. There we go. Alright, I got it now. I take my contacts out tonight before I go to sleep.
Be a good idea.
Oh, you don't tell me what's a good idea. I tell me what's a good idea.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Victory.
Now we got two cows mating. There we
Yay,
go.
that's a good start.
All right. You still have a gap in the fence, though.
Where do I have a gap in the fence? Is it actually right at? Is it right at the conveyor belt?
Yep.
That is okay. Because
Alright.
that'll encourage if they go towards that, they'll get caught by the conveyor belt and dragged off. And then they can roam free.
Yeah, they really need snap. They really need snap lock.
Hmm?
Yeah. They. Oh, yep. Bye, bye, Mr. Cow. All right, so you got a cow coming your way.
Yep. Hey, Kyle.
No, that was just the first baby. So it just beats. Basically, it's like having the cows rape each other. Well, first of all, these are two female, cows.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not logical whatsoever.
Oh shit! It got off the conveyor belt and ran back. It's way back to you now.
Oh, this is not good. You got some gaps in your village.
Yep. Oh, because essentially it must have hit the conveyor belt here, and then sprinted right off of it.
Yeah. See, look, they're doing that right there. But there's a cow, or see it is the cow in here too, right here. Oh, this might have been the cow that I threw and then it disappeared, but they were really here the whole time.
Yep.
So really, what you should do is you can't make a gate, can you?
You don't really make a gate. You can put up a fence and then actually blocks it off. But I don't mind. See the way they're running back because of the conveyor belt? I don't mind that.
Huh.
Because essentially whenever they run back, they'll run back into the breeder again.
So the monos were killing them then, or?
No, it's just... So essentially if they get into see these feeders here? These feeders milk them until they die.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they die here.
Yeah.
So how do we get more cows?
So the easiest way for us to get more cows
is to create a circle conveyor belt.
Yeah.
That leads into a breed trap.
Pretty much. Right, so I'm going to build up a fence here. It stops them from actually coming out. There we go. That's one.
I think I've hit my limit for the night too, here pretty soon.
For some reason, I can't pick up that this livestock farm thing.
This one here? Let me try, see if I can. You can't pick it up right now. Is it because I'm full on inventory?
No, it's because the actual, so it's happened with the other one as well. I think it's glitched.
Oh, it's crafting. It says it's crafting right now.
Yeah, but what is it? For me, it doesn't show it's crafting anything at all, which is weird.
Then destroy it.
Then I think that might actually be the right idea.
I'm gonna slice this thing. Ow.
Alright, what did it actually do damage to you?
No. Now your biofuel's right there. Is it doing something with your biofuel?
No, the biofuel thing's doing its own thing. It's completely separate. I can pick it up and move it away.
Oh, it's milking this cow.
Which cow? That one?
One right. This one here, yeah.
Okay. I go. Now can we lift it?
Negative. You know what? Let me pull out big girl here.
Ooh, nice. Big spinny back. Big slam at the end too.
Yep. It uses a lot of.
Oh, you finally got it. Nice one.
I got it.
Cheers.
Ugh. I need food for that.
Oh yeah. I got, I'll throw you a steak in a second. I'm just gonna put the fence first before the cows come out.
Indeed. I work for food. I can make my own steak. There we go. Oh, dude, I can't wait to make some fucking beef curry tomorrow. We got a beef shoulder.
Nice.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of that meat. I'm gonna beat it so hard, and then I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm gonna brown it, and then it's gonna, gonna be good. That's the trick to make it nice and tender. You gotta beat your meat.
That is. The thing is, I'm distracted, so I actually didn't respond to that immediately, and I regret actually not stopping you before you said it.
Gotta beat your meat, man.
Right, I cannot lift these fucking belts because they're. Oh, there! I managed to get one of them. So I can't lift the belts that are under the ground because they're too fucking underground.
How did they even get there, though?
Oh, because if you do the chain from the ones up at the top, if as long as it has one, it automatically snaps to fit whenever it connects to each one of them.
Nice.
Which is fucking great for
there
different
you
reasons.
go. Oh, you just had it too. There we go. Oh, oh, there. Ah, that's the ticket. Well, that's kind of the ticket. I don't think they're. I can't get out there. If I can't, I don't think they can.
Yeah, chicken. The only thing would be a chicken. So,
fuck the chickens. We don't need chickens. Well,
where does the belt end? Where does the belt end?
How did? Hey, look, a cow got there by itself.
What to where?
How did a cow get there by itself?
Onto the breeding machine?
Yes.
Oh no! The fucking fence is taking the cows away. Look.
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
The fence literally pushed the cows back.
So it's good to know that you can set up a fence on a conveyor belt,
and it actually
if you want
pressure.
Yeah, apparently you could actually probably make a moving house around a. You can make a train, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
With that logic, you can make a conveyor belt train around an island.
Holy shit!
It's really.
All right, do you have any Pokeballs left?
Yeah.
Guys, grab these 2 cows and throw them into the fucking breeding pen now, finally. Jesus.
Fucking Christ. I'm dead. What? He got out. Oh, this isn't our cow.
Is that just a cow?
It's just a cow. Oh, that's one of the breeded cows.
No, the breeding cows still actually get the, they still have the happy face thing, do they not?
Apparently I punch it for a shit ton of damage.
Oh, that'll do the job.
Get. There. Ah, that gets
Excellent.
Alright. Okay. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and get some cows bred. Brr. There we go. Now they're smashing uglies. Shit, that was complicated.
Well, animal husbandry is an entire fucking science.
There's gonna be so many fucking cows here.
The thing is, if they accidentally start forcing each other into the generator, that's probably fine as well, because that will make batteries.
Speaking of which.
Cheers.
Cow energy.
Powered by
Who needs
cow.
horsepower when you have bow power?
See, I've actually put bears in there. They actually seem to be running pretty fast too. Oh shit, every time you catch an animal, it counts towards my capture count.
Nice.
Oh, you missed.
I also threw the wrong thing. I wasn't trying to... I meant to do this. There we go. Where did it go? I don't understand.
Exploding cow?
I don't know. Oh, rip.
Holy shit, that moon rises fast.
Time is of no concern to me.
I am going to go and talk to Anubis, because that might actually complete that mission for you as well.
Damn it. Oh, cow.
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Trying to throw a cow into this last generator. So they just basically run themselves dead.
Yeah, they run themselves into
There, there it is. Okay, you have to throw it from the right. It makes batteries.
Yep, batteries come out of that, and then you can use the batteries to make the advanced equipment like dune buggies and airplanes and shit.
Oh, nice. Oh, we need more cows.
Oh, well, it's going to produce more cows.
Time to take care of business. Hey, boy, you. I said get in my balls.
Which one should I use?
You piss me off. You die.
Maximum life, maximum mana, or maximum stamina?
What?
Maximum stamina. Going run for longer.
Sounds good to me. Seems like stamina, like life is important, but you can magic yourself with life. So
Stamina affects so many things.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
The fuck is wrong with this? Yeah, that's a major glitch then. So somehow a cow is finding its way onto the platform by itself. So there's that.
I think if any cow actually gets over like the normal ground height, it automatically pops onto it whenever it's standing close to it, because it's essentially the same as if you're putting it onto it yourself. You can actually create droppers and stuff that would drop objects onto different things. Oh, apparently I can't pick up Pokeballs that you've thrown.
Huh. Apparently, the ones I'm in throwing aren't working, so...
Well, do you mind come upstairs and actually catching this Alexandra that's actually stuck in stand here, being an arsehole?
Arsehole.
He's like climbed inside the window and won't leave. I don't want to kill him, I'd actually rather get some value out
Why
of
do
him.
you have so many Alexandra?
Oh, well... Because I keep getting these, I keep putting out these guest tables that spawns in Alexander.
Where is he?
He's upstairs, next floor.
Or you get rid of all the tables up here?
Yeah, because I'm going to put them down here next to the actual conveyor belt that kills them.
Do you just want to kill him, or do you want me to capture him?
I'll capture him, because we can spawn, we get a couple of Alexanders, we can actually free humans.
Oh, he doesn't want to be captured, though.
Ah, damn.
Give me that ball.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go build a wall with a door, and then put a door on it, and then not let Alexanders open the door. The intention.
Okay, he wasted all my balls.
Oh, he wouldn't jump in? Fuck. Frick.
Now, well, he's
Now
away
you-
from the window, though.
You
So.
know, well, I was going to say you know.
And he's about, and he's in the pot. Okay.
That was worth it. It was worth it all along.
And he's dead. I still have an Alexander in my Pokeball, though, so we're good.
Oh, that's right. I was meant to get you some clothes, wasn't
You know, clothes are subjective.
Have you got both the accessories yet? The iron ring and the iron amulet?
I don't have anything.
Yeah, take one of those. Take that. From
At
the
the table?
copper. No, from inside the copper thing.
Si, senor. Equipped!
And I'm going to do this one as well. Keep that whenever it's ready.
Reminds me of RuneScape. This game has a lot of RuneScape things that remind me, like the cows, the chickens, the fact that you can get milk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I'm going to put one livestock farm inside here, so the cows that want to commit suicide can do so.
All right. So,
Ah, for fuck's sake! I moved the fence whenever I did that.
where'd those Pokeballs go that you were talking about?
I have to actually make them again from scratch because it fucked up. The machine fucked up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
lost
I
all
see
the
that.
iron ore and I lost all the sand that was in them.
Oh, that's stupid. So if it gets destroyed, you lose all that stuff. Luckily, we have a lot.
No, it's not destroyed. It's glitched. I can't access the chest for some reason. Which is the most annoying part, because essentially, like, it's if I could just like reposition, I could just start again without losing anything. But now it's all stuck inside that bloody box.
Oh, well,
Oh. Were you able to?
yeah.
Awesome. So check your inventory.
Yep, I'm gonna drop it for you.
And did you get a bunch of Pokeballs as well?
No.
Shit.
I think you grabbed all those ones already. Because
Ah,
it wasn't
that
making
much.
any more past that, yeah.
Okay.
So here's the machine.
We're right with you.
Just chilling at 1/4 of the scale size.
I do not have enough board space to pick that up. Fuck. Hang on a
That
second.
could be the reason why you weren't able to pick it up.
No, like that was just a recent change because I literally went and built this to actually go and.
Can I heal you or just heal me?
There is a separate move for healing other people, but I've got my own spell as well. And just bang, that's it done there.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. I said a pew pew.
Oh, the pew.
Yeah, this game is better than that Battle Royale game we played.
It really is. Hyperscape has already run into issues, man. Like they're having big problems in that game. Like, their
Dude,
player base
like-
has dropped so quick.
Yeah. If it weren't for like this, if everybody had like the same skill level, maybe I would have enjoyed the game. But there's so many like Fortnite tryhards that went into the game and just like beefed on folks, and they're just like, I just can't.
Yeah, no,
I-
it took a lot of the joy out of it that could have been in
I
that
will-
game.
I will publicly say that I suck at FPSs.
Hmm.
Wasn't it? It was a third person, right?
Yeah, it was essentially a third-person game that could. I think you could switch screens as well. But it was a
Yeah.
third-person game, and I was like, yeah, like I just as soon as I jumped in, it was like, I'm not enjoying this. It's like I'm not having fun from the moment I started, and it looks cool, but that's about all I've got. There's not much else in there for me.
It's like the demo that you play, or like the tutorial, like makes you think this is a different game.
That's true. Very much does.
It makes you think that, oh, okay, so you get to go in there, and yeah, there's some people that you may encounter, but you get to like farm and craft and make weapons and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it was that feeling that we actually had whenever we played. What was the other one? A Hyperscape, the other game.
Oh
we played.
god, the other one was bad. Oh god, that was rough.
What with the actual monster hunting and stuff?
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. But
Oh no,
monster hunting, that one wasn't too bad.
yeah.
The first one was bad. Hyperspace, yeah, that was bad. What was the one with the monsters?
Yeah, like, God, the worst thing is I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's the one that's on the Epic Store.
Yeah, it's very Fortnite though.
Yeah, oh, it's completely Fortnite. But the fact that you could actually win, you can win the game or do well onto itself without having to worry. Like, you don't have to actually go hunting other players. There's actually like there's a side meta game to it.
Yeah, I think but that was still like all the Fortnite players went to that game for like the brief moment that they were there, and then they just started beefing on me specifically. And I suck at those games. Like, I just don't have the that
micro reflexes for the building part of it and whatever else was going along with it. But it's actually I don't know, like third-person shooter games in general, I'm not being a big fan of, and first-person shooter games.
Like,
there's a
Battlefield,
very specific arena-based
Right.
kind of game that I like.
if I'm playing like Battlefield or if I'm playing like Arma, maybe I would enjoy those games better. Or I'm not gonna say PUBG. I've never played PUBG, so I can't. You're gonna try again, aren't you?
Yep.
Try again.
Like, I mean, if I put it here and it starts getting attacking stuff and things start attacking it, maybe it'll actually stop being a dick.
Destroys fences around where the cows are. Yep. Going straight for the farm. Going straight for you.
No, it's going straight for the farm. Completely ignoring me. Why do you do this, you weird machine? You're not made for this purpose.
Oh god, it's going for your conveyor belt.
Yeah, but that'll stop it because it won't go any further.
Nope.
See?
Nope, it just turned.
Oh, get on the conveyor belt. Nice, sort of stuck.
Jesus Christ.
See, hang on. Oh, cool. The drones actually went and picked up the wood. But like, looking at this, I'm going like, no. If I could put monsters onto the conveyor belt and then have them run into those fucking saw blades,
I mean, you can with our cow farm.
That'd be instant meat and milk.
So what you need to do is, along the sides of these conveyor belts, just make actual walls, not a fence.
Mm-hmm.
And then
box
it
it
would
in.
just, it would basically just, yeah, it would funnel them right into the fucking death machine. Make fucking meat. This is ridiculous. Just like, how much damage does this do? 4 damage. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh god, I'm stuck. Get out of there. Abort.
Did you get stuck?
Yeah, I did for a second there. I was freaking out. This is great. Because I went into the left side of it and it just like swung me behind it. I was like, nah, it just
Oh no! Oh no!
I kept getting cut. Shit. Oh,
man.
I mean, it's an interesting game. What's up?
I was going to say I need to grab a couple of sheep as well and let them breed inside that fucking thing too. But we need to make fucking Pokeballs first.
Yes.
So I'm going to go and use a crafting table. I'm going to go old school and just use a crafting table to make it rather than attempting with these ridiculous machines. There we go. There's 86 Pokeballs being made right now.
Nice.
And here's another stack of how many? I'm all out of sand. Alright, hang on, I'll go back up. Problem is I have to run up here to get the sand now because the fucking conveyor belt takes it up here.
We just run right here and just stay in front of it, like, and just run forward. Like, literally.
Yeah, I'm running down to pick up the ones that are being picked up along the way.
Oh, man. Use copper, blacksmith. I don't want to do any of this. My laziness is kicking in. I'm like,
well, it's all, man, tiredness on top of that will probably be the case, like.
Yeah, I've been pretty lethargic today. I had a long week. So I've been, I've been watching, Strike the Blood anime.
Oh,
It's
cool. Yeah.
It's okay. It's not bad. Kind of like a harem-ish.
Yeah.
Little, monster of the week type thing. I don't know. It's arc based, but like the arcs are only 3 episodes, and I actually really appreciate that because I can't stand it when an arc takes like 6-7 episodes and it's just like one bad guy. You know what I mean?
See, there's some shows that I really like that on, some shows I really hate that on. So like say like Hajime no Ippo, like the boxing show.
Yeah.
6 episodes. 6 episodes on a villain, like 6 episodes on a fight, is actually kind of cool because it's like breaks it down to like 2 episodes pre, 2 episodes, right? So like episode to set up the whole premise,
Pre-fight,
2 episodes pre-fight of him training, an episode of him kind of like getting into the fight and it's going wrong, the episode where he kind of returns it back around, and then the episode whether he wins or loses the fight. And like that is actually like that's a 6 episode arc about one fight essentially, but it actually has a good pre and post. And the problem is with most shonen is that it's a fight. And the fight's still going, and the fight hasn't resolved, and the fight's about to actually do something, and he reveals new power, and the fight is continued. And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, just end.
Oh wait, you forgot the part where like, oh, the protagonist is getting his ass kicked. Oh, but then at the very last moment for the episode, in the next episode, the very last moment, he pulls through. And then you're like, oh, wow, he pulled through. Oh, you got to wait till next week. Okay.
Next week on Dragon Ball Z.
So, and that's what I do appreciate about this is like, I'm binging it. So, the character models are it's from Katakawa. So it's, they always have like a very similar build style on their art. But it's like, it's about 3 or 4 episodes usually for the arc, and they call it's chapters. And so like the next chapter, you still have the main theme, and you have callbacks, and you have characters that are coming back and everything like that. It's not as I think what I really appreciate about it is the fact that I can watch it and not be like, oh god, I can't wait till the next episode. I gotta wait a week, but because the arcs are so close together or whatever, I'm not waiting for like that
full time. But like you're the time that you're. Oh, hang on.
Exactly.
Like the time that you're involved in the show, actually, you're not waiting for something next to happen.
Like My Hero Academia and also what's that other one? Give me a second. Black. No.
Black Butler?
No.
Oh, Black Clover.
Black Clover are and Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is notorious, and One Piece. Let's not forget about One Piece. They're notorious for like the longest fucking arcs that span months. It seems, and it's like, come on, folks, let's just move the story along. We get you're trying to milk everybody for their money and whatever. I get it, but it's just like that's the like I actually like One Piece, but I can't sit down and watch 15 minutes of recap and then like 10 minutes of actual content.
Yeah, no, I get you. I completely get you. Like, for a 22-minute episode to literally need 8 minutes of backstory to actually continue on, I'm like, motherfucker, at this point, I just stopped caring about watching your fucking show. Like that's
exactly. Like, I love the characters, always will. I love the art. It's very unique. One Piece has always had that very unique art style. I'm not too fond of the newer episodes of One Piece. I actually like the original episodes, like the first like probably 4 or 5 seasons, because they were hand drawn, right? That was like the 90s.
Aye. Well, I mean, well, no, it was still 2000s. Like One Piece is not that old. It's actually like it came out at the same time as Naruto.
It came out in 99.
First episode from 99. Holy shit.
I know, right? Hold up, One Piece.
I sure it wasn't like 2004 or something. Was it like I'm
double checking that.
That would mean it's been running for 21 years.
99, October 20th, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Hand drawn, motherfucker.
Well, it's actually because it was the early 2000s.
Like if you watch it, you're like, okay, this is hand drawn. You can see
the
line.
No, you can definitely see it. I'm essentially going, but it's like one thing like, was it intentionally done that way? Because I'm in my head was it intentionally done that way, as in like a stylistic choice, or was it because that was before digital fucking coloring?
No, it was aesthetically chosen because they had like, you know, I mean, fucking Reboot was like they've had the CGI technology, and they definitely incorporated, especially with Zoids. Was it Zoids?
Yeah, mostly there were shows that actually used it as an actual addition to the actual animation, like
right, exactly.
You had everything from
Beast
fucking
Wars.
Yeah. Maybe there was even Gundam series that actually had the Gundam fights in CG, but the actual rest of it was all animated.
Yeah, exactly. But One Piece, and then they now they're on this like everything is obviously done digitally, which is fine. I mean, this is the world we live in. I'm not like, but it's so gaudy. It's like exceedingly so. Like I saw the funniest picture. It was like this black gentleman in like this massive coat, and like One Piece villains be like,
oh fuck yeah. That's what it is. The bigger the coat, the bigger the villain.
Right, like, oh, he must have like super duper power. Oh god, watch out, whatever dragon fruit he has. Oh shit, this is dark out. There's no moon, is there?
Yeah, it's actually it actually is like a solar eclipse night or some sort for some reason. What the fuck happened here?
It's just there's no. Oh, there it is. It's a low moon. Damn, that moon looks good though. It's like they took a picture of the fucking moon and just like said, "Here you go."
Just use that. It does rise.
Even though we're not on Earth, let's use Earth's moon. Okay, that makes fucking sense. Kami-sama. All right, let's do one more beer and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, but I do like the premise of it because it's very rare to find a good vampire anime that's not like, you know, Yuri or
yeah,
like a shoujo. This one is more a harem kind of, which is more my style, but it's not like a true harem where it's like one guy's having like all these love interests. It's more of like friendly, and it's not so like in your face.
Well,
but
I mean,
it's
like most of the vampire ones tend to actually have that side. Like, I mean, they've always got that kind of shoujo eye thing going on because it's the pretty boys doing pretty things thing.
Yeah, this one's not. This one's total harem.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, I wanted to be a regular guy, but I'm like a vampire now. I don't like this, but whatever. It's just not. It's not. I would not say this is an anime I would recommend to anybody without them like checking it out for themselves. Like, Now, I will say, I've been watching gamers,
Mm-hmm.
and for a slice of life, that's a fucking hilarious anime. Oh my
it's cute.
god,
It's terrifyingly cute though as well.
it's so cute, but it's so fucking hilarious. Like the facial expressions of the characters of Uehara or whatever his name is fucking priceless.
That's true.
Fuck you, you fucking cock.
What attacked you this time?
This Mono.
Decided to jump you?
Yeah, he's dead.
I tell you, he's dead.
Laser beams. Oh, those don't have a lot of range, do they? But yeah, so that's what I pretty much watched today. I laid on my couch, ate some Chipotle, and watched that. Could have had a good relaxation in. Oh, I need to get some food in me. Let's see here. What's that?
Stick. There we go. Sorry.
I need let's see.
So if you want to take a chest, there's a spare one here if you want it.
Okay, cool.
I need one of these chests just to put shit into for the moment because I'm completely out of storage now.
I need to make food. What is this? Oh, this is a shitty food. How do you make? When you just get cow beef and with what?
Pepper or salt, I think.
Where did all of our cows go?
What?
Where did all of our cows go?
What the fuck? Oh, they milked themselves to death, all of them?
They sure fucking did. So, they definitely need to. We either need to increase the age to get gates, so you could like, you know, funnel like.
Mhm.
Okay, we need milk. Let's get some cows in here. Let me look at this shit. I can't even see that far ahead. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Killed themselves.
Like, you should have seen what this was like earlier on whenever I was actually breeding them, because it literally did
I
breed them
saw
to
the
point-
video. I saw the video. I'm like, wow, that looks cool. He's got all them cows there.
Yeah.
And then I get into your game and there's no cows there at all. It's just a bunch of fucking monos.
Motherfucker.
Nani?
Alright, looking here.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, that's right. All right. That's ridiculous.
Alright. So
actually,
oh
I'll
shit.
be honest with you.
I can actually I can move on to the industrial age now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I need to right, so we need batteries and I can keep making biofuel. So would you mind going and grabbing a couple of animals to fire into the generators?
I can do that.
Excellent. I'll focus on getting the last of the biofuel done because we're mostly there. Need to grab wheat flour. Do you have enough balls now?
I mean, I have 2 balls in my pants.
Right, the biggest bear you've ever seen, Dingleberry.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here, motherfucker. Deer! I kill you. Get back here. I kill you. And then I throw my balls at you. Where you going, Mr. Deer? Motherfucker. God bless it. Okay, so I lost the deer that I heard, so I'm gonna herd this deer instead.
I'm just gonna herd another one. And another one. So we make charcoal is to do this.
Alright, got a deer, and oh, I'm gonna throw Alexander in it. Fuck it. Hold on. I have 12 batteries on me too.
Oh, sweet.
So-
Throw them to me. I actually, that should be enough. Those 12 plus the ones I have in my pocket. Boom. I've got 15.
Well, fuck a duck. Just in case. Well, fuck it. Alright, so I'm going to go tab and zoop.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Boom. I'm just waiting for the.
How did I get so much gold?
You got it from the smelter. I was doing iron earlier on and gold. Use the gold.
I mean, like,
sell the gold.
actual gold coins.
Gacha coins or gold, gold ingots?
What?
Or is it
money? The money resource.
Oh, it's from all the stuff I've been selling in the marketplace in my shop. So whenever I sell stuff, it goes to both of us.
That's pretty cool. I also sold some stuff too, so that's pretty cool.
So we both make money from it every single time.
Right.
So I'm at 67,000 now.
Yeet. I will say that out of the games that I like to play, Ark is probably of the survival games. Ark is probably my favorite because of fucking dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs.
See,
and that game is garbage.
Yeah, that game is absolute garbage. But I gave it a try because I loved Dino Riders as a kid. And that every single piece of marketing for that game advertises it like as if it was Dino Riders, just not in everything but name only. And it's like one thing where like,
to be fair, like, I spent like on the same island that I've played for years, that I've known for years, but I still played it because you know what? Fucking love dinosaurs. And I spent probably 400 hours on that game because of building and upgrading and breeding. Breeding's fun, and also I like making my own island.
Yeah.
But the issue I have with this game is that it does not have good multiplayer unless you have a server.
Yeah.
Because it has a rubber band link on the host. So if you go a certain distance, you get rubber banded back to the host. So you have to stay within a certain vicinity, which does not work well for a game like this.
That could drive you fucking insane, man.
It could drive you insane. Like, hey man, I need you to go get some you know, some poly feathers from those penguins up north. Okay, no problem. What are you doing back here? I just sent you. No, you. What? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking ass.
And then you just alt F4.
That is literally the next thing that fucking happens. If that was me, that's exactly what would fucking happen.
You know, like you can, because that's just how it is now. And that's with a non-dedicated server. So even it's like, if I have another computer here, I could easily set up a fucking server, and that's it. You know, whatever. Or you can rent servers from them. But like, I've already spent enough money on the fucking game.
That's
like
been annoys me whenever,
game.
like, if you don't provide the server software and then ask people to pay for a server, I'm like, right, you can do both or not at all. You either give people the server software so they can go and do it themselves if they have the hardware, and for people who want it but actually can't, then that's like they need to do both or not at all.
It's like Freelancer.
It's a shitty side of it, like
Freelancer. If you went into the files, there was the server software there. It was there. It was like you just run it on the background. That's all you had to do.
Yeah. And
it's like, and maybe it's the same with Ark. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but like it's not. The game is too big to try to run on the same computer. You have to run it on a separate computer.
You need a dedicated setup anyway, specifically for it. Like, it seems just by the build of it, like.
Right, exactly. And you know, any server that I ever create, it's just a fucking fun server. I don't. There are people who get super serious. Like they played Atlas. The friends of mine on Steam here, they played Atlas, and I played a little bit of it, and it was okay. I wasn't really feeling it because they don't have the ability to make your own server. It's straight. The multiplayer is straight one server. I'm dying. I need food.
Oh well, here, fried eggs cooking. Grab some fried eggs.
All right, gonna eat some fried egg. Gonna make some fried egg. Where's that fried egg? Some tofu. Why not? What's this? Cow's milk? Sure. There's some mushrooms. Sure, let's eat some mushrooms. Some wheat. Can we eat wheat? I don't know, but it is bread.
Well, don't eat wheat. Yeah, put the wheat in the pot at least.
Pooping fucking bricks. Oh god, it hurts so much. What did you do? I ate wheat.
Pure wheat.
Chewed the cud. Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh shit, I have yet to build my World Heritage building, so which one should I do? Should I do the pyramid or the Parthenon?
What's a Parthenon?
Parthenon is the Roman building with all the columns.
Oh, dude, Parthenon, because Rome.
Okay.
So let's make. I want to make an Alexander orgy house.
So to do this, I need 99 steel.
Sorry, I'll stop. Go ahead.
I need 99 steel ingots. I need 99 stone and 99 logs. So I'm pretty sure I have most of that in storage. But I'll try this. Steel ingots is probably going to be the one that'll take the most time because I need to convert iron to steel. And all my iron ingots are in storage. Fuck.
Right, let's get. Let's fire iron ingots. You have dangerous iron ingots. Don't know what those are.
How many of them is there?
There's 12.
Okay, no, that's not enough. We need a lot more than that. Where did all my iron ingots go?
Why
Oh,
are
do you know
they called dangerous though?
Probably where I found them. The reason why I don't have any iron. Oh no, wait, no, that's silver. Fuck.
You have a shit ton of silver though.
Yeah, well, there's not that much you
Alright.
can make with silver other than axes and pickaxes.
So we need to go mining. It sounds like.
Yeah, right. Okay. We do need to go mining, so I'm gonna actually I'm gonna put some stuff into storage here.
So where's the best?
What we'll do first before we go mining is we're going to go up an age. So I've got enough now, hopefully, to evolve us to the industrial era.
Sounds
So-
good to me.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the industrial age.
Age evolution. Wow, I'm stuck on a fence. Okay, here we go. I need a titanium pick. That's too much work, though. I'm good with this. I got
Oh,
enough
we can
room.
make diamond pickaxes now, though.
Oh, well, that's just silly. How you gonna get so much? How you gonna make a diamond pickaxe? Think about that. Like,
Use the titanium to make it, I suppose.
how you gonna melt diamond down? Then again, if it was like a diamond tipped axe, maybe.
Yeah, like diamond edged, maybe. I mean, that's what they're I'm assuming they're intending.
I mean, that's a diamond ingot. Think about that for a second.
wait,
So
no.
a lot of this is yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of this is like food.
Yeah, and I think because the whole point is at this point the game isn't actually finished yet. So
Okay.
it's like I don't even think we can actually start that age. I don't think diamonds are actually in the game, so you can't get enough diamond to actually make that age happen.
You can't even dig in the ground. That's the only thing you can't do here is dig in the ground that you can in Minecraft.
Right. So now there's a conveyor belt taking the sand directly into storage. There we go.
Okay.
I've refined down the system a little bit.
Made it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, no, I haven't involved like fucking automated machines or anything. Just at the moment, I'm just storing shit.
Now the question is you got to make here, I got this. Check this out. You'll like this.
I was going to say you'll like this because this is how I'm going to actually solve my storage problems where I've got too much shit in all of my pockets. I just stand here and I just start shoving shit onto the conveyor belt now.
I don't like this. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, fuck me. Oh, that's a deer. Hi, deer. Just fucking... All right, I think the alcohol's starting to kick in. Where's that fucking chicken?
I was going to say, like, are you going to hunt down that chicken?
I fucking killed this motherfucker right here, right now. Oh, damn it. I'm trying not to destroy your shit either. Oh my God! Shut up! You hear that?
And it stopped. The
Nothing
sweet
but
sounds of
silence.
silence. And he's
Jesus
gone.
Christ. So we need something that leads up to the. Oh no, we don't. Oh, that was crystal. I thought it was diamond for a second. Like, well, shit.
No, I'm emptying my pockets of stuff just.
No, there's in the chest here. We have crystals.
Yeah, alright, so I'm throwing stuff onto the conveyor belt and it's dropping it into that chest.
Ah.
Or it's not dropping into the chest, it's dropping into the giant container. Is that what you're looking at?
Oh yeah, the big at the very end. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, so I think I'm just emptying my pockets into it.
Stealth mode. Looks like I'm pooping.
Right, I'm gonna throw some fucking this in there, and some of that in there, and some of that in there. Some of that. I don't need any of those things. I don't need that.
Yep. I am with the deer in here. There's a deer in here. It's our deer. It's our friend deer that we stole from the world. Oh God, I've needed this beer to hit my head finally. Jesus Christ.
This is you just needed to clear.
I've been fucking tanking alcohol lately. It's like it's been taking forever for it to actually affect me. I'm just like Jesus Christ. Missed the days where I could drink one beer and like, oh yeah, it feels good.
Oh yay! Oh, like a cheap night, fantastic! Woo!
Yeah, man.
Right, get this. All right, do you know what? I'm going to take the rotating saws with me to the new island and see what the fuck happens whenever I release it there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the new island.
Yeah.
We probably could use that stone furnace.
That's true. Grab one of those stone furnaces, maybe.
Put it up over here by it. Make it look neat. Neat. Wow. No. Okay, that works. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. So what the fuck? That did not work. So, oh, okay.
Oh, give me that furnace because I don't want to fucking put it into storage. There we go.
Oh God. Yeah. So okay, finally got it.
Is there a deer inside here?
Oh, why is it backwards?
The deer in here.
Yeah, there's a deer in there. That's Dilbert, the deer. Did you kill him?
Yes, of course it did.
You killed Gilbert! Why?
He was a problem.
How could you? He was my friend. Okay, so that's kind of weird, but that's nice also too. Like when you're placing it, it eventually physics
That
take
will
over
fly,
and
yeah.
it'll fold to the island. That's nice. There. Now we have plenty of furnaces.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Dilbert, no!
Right, I'm gonna put some stuff into storage here into a separate box. What's inside the? Oh, there's the.
Which one is
fried
my
eggs.
box?
The one on the right.
Right. This is my box.
Grab these fried eggs as well for yourself.
Yeah. So I was going to bed. You know what's not happening? Me going to bed. What the? These are different bird feathers? Well, I don't fucking want them then.
Yeah, it's annoying that they stack like that.
Get them out of here. Oh my God. Yes. I want them to be removed completely. Yes. I don't stop asking.
Yep.
My stone. Why is there two different types of copper? That's kind of fucking
there's
weird,
different
too.
kinds of copper mattering on where it came from. So there's goblin copper, there's tons of copper. It's weird. But you can stack 4 of them inside your personal inventory. But inside the boxes, you can only put 1 at a time inside the boxes. We're like, alright, are you fucking kidding me? Why don't you make it so convenient for the character, but then make it inconvenient in your storage?
Well, and that's the stuff that like you have to like send in on their forum like feedback and shit like, hey guys, stop being douchebags with the fucking inventory.
See,
Same thing with Baldur's Gate too, because like Baldur's Gate inventory is absolute trash right now. Like you just get all this stuff that you pick up, and you can't hit the sort button. There's no sort button. It's just chaos everywhere.
So
God, I need to get into Phantasy Star and see how much the chair dance is worth now.
Oh Jesus, it is. It's coming close to 70-80 million now.
Oh God, my pants.
Oh, dude, no, you don't understand. I regularly have over 100 million in cash now. Like I go down, go down to about 30 or 40 million.
Did any of the Konosuba stuff go up, like the emotes?
Yeah, everything. Well, Konosuba 1 or 3 is, I can't remember which one it is, either 1 or 3. Which one's the one that actually is, what's the Cabbage Tits one?
I don't know, but that's the one I'm talking about.
Cabbage Tits, it's gone up in price, but the other 2 have not.
I told you it would.
The do you know one of the most expensive things in the fucking marketplace now at the moment is? Do you remember the old corpse hoods?
Yeah, maybe.
The hair with the hood? That is worth fucking ridiculous amounts now.
Really?
Yeah, because it actually has a bonus for the Halloween event, so it actually gives you a PSE chance bonus.
Oh, so that'll go away once Halloween hits.
Yeah.
No.
So what am I looking for here? I'm looking for a automated no, what I need is an extractor. What do I need for an extractor? I need batteries and bioethanol. Fuck. Literally just put them all into storage.
Well, it's not like your storage is on the other side of the island. Silly pastiche. I like how you were standing right here when you were mad.
Like the cheerleaders was involved in it. Here, are you taking these fried eggs or not?
Oh shit! Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because I need the cooking pot for.
Yep, you good? I got them out.
I'm all out of wheat. How the fuck am I all out of wheat?
There, I got wheat.
Fire it in there.
Aye, Captain.
Yas.
I'm making wheat flour, or what am I making?
Wheat flour, because the wheat flour goes into the aging machine.
Roger that. Max potential 19.
So.
All right. Where's that fucking chicken? Oh my god. Okay, so that if I ever the problem with me is I'm really bad about giving feedback in games, like that I you fucking got me on fire. Yeah, well you died, so fuck you.
You set the chicken on fire by standing next to it. you ran through the fire to go like, fuck you, chicken.
Not intentionally, I will say that. Although in hindsight, I should have done that.
You did exactly what you wish you
had done. Future reference, I will be doing this. Because fuck them chickens. Alright, cigarette time. Because I unfortunately have not been even trying at this point. Oh god, it's so toasty in here. I love my house. I need to clean it really bad. My house is going to be angry with me.
So we actually bought like a portable electric, like a charged Hoover, or charged vacuum cleaner, and I ran that from full battery to empty battery yesterday. And it is like a single clean run, and I was going like, right, I know I've gone too far if I've actually emptied the battery in the fucking thing, and it's brand new.
You know what a Dyson is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they have them out there in Europe. I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I think they're actually German. Is Dyson not German?
It might be, yeah. Most of our appliances come from like Germany, like in America. Electrolux is specifically UK, I believe.
Aye.
Which I fucking saw. I once saw we used to sell Electrolux at fucking Best Buy when I worked for Best Buy. And that refrigerator was like the fucking Rolls Royce of refrigerators. It was like, oh my god. Like, this is nice. This is real nice.
This is nice. It's roomy. It's nice and chill.
It's super roomy. You can fucking like fit like 20 turkeys in that thing. I have a Dyson. I love it. I love the Dyson. I just don't vacuum as much as I need to because I do have tiles, so I just kind of like sweep up.
Aye.
But it's not. I do have a big carpet in my living room to kind of absorb sound as well as like I like having carpet on my feet, not tile, because tile hurts.
Oh yeah, no, it feels better for your feet in general. Plus, it actually doesn't callus it as much and stuff, and you can actually get more sensation. But like, my office is a concrete floored garage, and I actually do like I put down matting and like rubber matting in one part of it, and then it's actually like runners that actually cover the rest of the floor. But it's shocking. It is so fucking shocking how much dirt that they pick up and carry because it's like literally just the concrete floor doesn't absorb any of it, so it's all attracted to the one piece of carpet that's in the room.
Right, exactly. So what's great about the Dyson though is that you don't have to change its stupid lifter, right? You just have it automatically adjusts to whatever surface, and then you can turn the fan off. You can turn the brush off with my Dyson, so it just sucks. So it's perfect. I love it. I love that.
Sucks
thing.
in the good way.
It was the best $300 I spent on a vacuum ever.
Which, to be honest, it's one of those things where like if you're going to spend it on something that will last.
Yes. And the thing is, there are certain Dysons that do not last, like the battery ones. Don't never buy a battery Dyson. The batteries on those are garbage.
And they're impossible to fucking replace too, which is the problem. I went with Black & Decker because literally the one that I got.
You could go to your hardware store. They got like 30,000 batteries.
Yeah, no, literally it's a matter of like you're not meant to open the battery compartment, but you can open the battery compartment with a little bit of elbow grease and a very flathead screwdriver.
Right.
And then after that, once you're inside it, it's like a standard lithium-ion battery with a standard connector, with a standard power supply, with a standard. And you're like, all right, so you just like unhook, put in a bigger battery, you're sorted.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't wasting money. Those ones are usually easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Man, it's getting chilly. I hope it stays cold. I do not want any more hot days out here in Mississippi. It was miserable.
I mean, we're midway through October now at this point, so like the odds on, like you're on for the turn now at least.
Yeah, well, I don't know if climate change is hitting you in Europe as much as it's hitting the U.S.
It definitely is.
But because it's hitting us hard. We had a hurricane like a week and a half ago, or I think it was last week. It's just like the temperature was like before that. The temperature was beautiful. It was like 60 was the high Fahrenheit, and it was just comfortable. It was nice. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And then it got just. Then it went straight up to like 80. It was just nasty, humid, and gross.
No. That's suckage and a half.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the sleeps. Ugh. I may not make it to our mining venture.
Oh, don't worry. It's one of those things where like this mining venture has turned into like, all right, I'm doing storage containment now at this fucking point as well. Stupid.
You gotta make like 20 fucking storage bins. Yeah, that's the only issue with Minecraft too. It's the same thing because you get that you can double up your storage, and that's all you can do is just keep making more of them.
Yeah.
And then your whole fucking castle turned into a fucking like storage
It's
facility.
it's just a giant storage box thing, like box after box after box. We started playing No Man's Sky.
Oh, I love that game.
After one of the more recent updates, and we were actually using the intergalactic storage, and I have never been happier in my entire life to actually have storage system that doesn't matter where the fuck you are, as long as you actually use box 1 to box 1, box 2 to box 3.
It's great. I wish more games would do that too, because then you also are able to, you can access it from anywhere. From your base, from your fucking freighter. I have been wanting to play No Man's Sky with some peeps, and now that it's cross-platform, we can do that.
That would actually be fun. It's like I wanted to go back into it again. The only problem that I had was like I started. Well, it's not that I started. Like the guys I was playing with got a lot better at playing the game than I was, and they got very, very quickly to the point where they had carrier ships filled with shit, and I was like, guys, I'm still having. All right, okay. So which glitch are you exploiting this time? And it was like, oh, we're just buying ships and solving them super quickly. I'm like, right, I'm kind of losing track with the rest of these, and would you mind like helping me out here? I was like, no, it's like easy enough. You can go and do it yourself. I'm like,
no, that's bollocks right there.
I was like, I was getting left behind, and I was like, okay. And
dude, I got a planet that you can set up your mine on and everything. and then like once you get the iridium mine, you're rich for life. Activated iridium. Oh,
Trade that to a sector that needs it more than you currently own.
So yeah, I actually have a and I can set you up with both of them, so you have it on your portal list, and it's I found it, and it's a 3% increase, so you always get closer to about one after you get a whole stack of iridium, you get about 99 million credits from it.
Okay, Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
it. Dude, I'm so rich in the game, I can't buy anything. That's the thing that pisses me off about the game is the limitations of the amount of ships, because there's so many rare exotic ships that you can get a hold of, right? But you only can have 6 ships at a time.
Yeah.
That's I'm waiting for them to like say, okay, here you can have as many ships in freighters as you want. Here you go.
But I think part of that limitation is actually like to make people still kind of have to make choices, because once you don't have to make a choice at all, it just bloats the fuck out of save files, and the save files then would become a problem themselves.
Well, I mean that's rectified eventually. That can be rectified eventually, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the biggest issue is like once you get to that point where you have everything that you wanted, what do? There's not much left.
Yeah, exactly.
Like exploring planets, and like sometimes it's a very calming game, I will say. You go in there, you just go in there, the music's very calming, everything is about the game is for you to relax and build whatever you want to build. I have gold mines, I have gold and silver mines that make platinum, make platinum credits or whatever, so you can whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, but the game, then you hit a wall with the game, because they haven't done anything. Like the recent update wasn't enough for me to get back into it. I delved into it, and like, okay, there's a volcano, whoop-de fucking do.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for them to like say, okay, here you can have more ships, because there are so many like variations of the exotic ships that are just more keen and good looking. And if you have one of them, you have to sacrifice this ship that I like, that you've put time and energy and money into.
And it's not a fun feeling to actually kind of like feel like you've
done
everything, done everything, but you've put effort to get that item, and then now you have to give it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the biggest issue I have with the game, because when the game first released, I put about 80 hours into it and didn't get very far, and then I felt okay. Then I felt like all the rest of the people, like, okay, I was gypped.
Yeah, and the game didn't have the depth. It was wide as an ocean, but shallow as a puddle whenever it first came out.
Exactly. Now it's wide as an ocean and very deep at that, but but I hit the bottom, you know.
Yeah, the depth wasn't actually the problem. It was just like there was a tide to it that actually made you do specific things. You were like, okay, and now what do I do next? And you're like, well, no, we guided you through everything there was. Oh.
Yeah, when they had base building, that was the biggest thing. That was a good increase to it. And also multiplayer. Multiplayer is still very well. I don't know how it is now with the cross-platform, but multiplayer was still very glitchy. But you know, once you get like the S-class ships and you have everything like to upgrade them, and you build them up, and you've made them the best that you can make them. I mean, the game kind of hits a wall, because there's not a lot of things to fight. You know, you fight, you go in there, you take out freighters, like, okay, blah 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 blah, good deal, you got more materials, good job, way to go. And then you just like, oh well, shit, I've done this.
Yeah.
It's what Star Citizen wants to do, but it's like they want to make that procedural universe, right? They want to give you a ship that you can get inside, and you can play roles and stuff like that. And I feel that No Man's Sky has done that.
Yeah.
But the difference between Star Citizen is the fact that you do have, like, even you can role play in Star Citizen as garbage as the game is, and you can enjoy it, and you can play the game as it is. No Man's Sky, you can role play, but you really can't.
Well,
I mean,
part of it's because they wrote it around a concept that your character has no personality of their own, but they're just literally a blank slate, and it's like, okay, so like the world around you doesn't treat you as if you actually have an opinion on anything. You just exist within it, kind of like, you know, like those characters that just stand in the background. You feel like an NPC in the actual game world.
Right, exactly, and that's exactly how No Man's Sky is, and I feel that they need to break that barrier. They need to create that. Yes, I understand the whole save file concept because that does make sense, and the game is a massive game to have on as a file, especially for console. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you are creating a game that has these procedurally generated vehicles and these procedurally generated planets, and everything is procedurally generated. I'm just going to say PG, because but you have all these limitations that are preventing you from enjoying it as the game dictates.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the living ship concept. So the living ship was one of the updates where you get an egg after doing like your weeklies. You get the resources to get an egg, which then you follow through the whole quest line, and then you're able to actually find a living ship, which is like very Cthulhian like, with tendrils and stuff like that. It's a really cool ship.
Oh yeah, it's like a space fucking amoeba kind of thing. It looks cool. Yeah, it's Leviathan from Farscape. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's a very great concept. I love it. And there are so many different styles, and I want them all, but I can't. You can't have 6 of those ships. It doesn't work out that way, because you need to have a good freighter, you need to have a good fighter, you need to have, like, you have to have your role-based ships, and then you can have your fun ships. And having only like when the game first came out, you only can have 1 ship. Okay, that sucks. Then they say, okay, now you can have 6. Well, that was 3 years ago. Now they've released new types of ships, they've released new types of exotics, and now we're still limited to only 6 ships. And I'm like, okay, so
when are you removing that, bro? You think they are literally kind of like artificially forcing you to remove stuff, and you're like, unless you want me to make a whole new fucking save file, and I'm not doing that.
No, not after you've spent like all this time and energy and resources, and time is the biggest resource to spend in that game to create your world. It's silly for you to be limited upon the one thing that you want to collect, because I'm not going to be I could give 2 shits about finding a new planet. I want the ships. I want a different mount. I want to be able to collect as many as I want and have all of them that are like you can in GTA 5. Shit, GTA 5. Oh my god, they've increased your ability to have almost, like, you could have physically probably about 10,000 vehicles. I mean, if you really wanted to. I mean, you have the ability to, not 10,000. That's a bit much, but 1,000. Let's say 1,000. That's a good number. Like, and that's a lot of vehicles, and that's just, you know, for the people who want to collect the cars. So it's like, all right, if GTA 5, which is a massive game in itself, can do something like that, where you can have more than just 6, they have to create that. They have to create that ability. And everybody online is like, no, you shouldn't have more than 6 vehicles. What are you going to do with more than 6 vehicles?
Whatever the fuck, I'm damn well, please give me the option.
Exactly. Like, maybe I only use 1 ship. But I want the ability to, like, okay, I want to switch to this Dragonfly or freighter because it looks fucking cool, and show it off through the public events or whatever, like that.
On the actual, like, on the public ship and stuff like that. And that's the thing, we call there is like a level of the game that you actually, like, I would sit inside that bay and just watch ships come in and land and see people coming out of it and go like, that's a cool fucking ship. And like, you actually you do sit and admire ships whenever you're actually, if you're idling in the game on the actual multiplayer section. So like, why would you not want to encourage people to do the pimp their ride kind of thing to actually show off the kind of stuff that they've got on
It-
them.
And even if it was to the point, and like that's a good point too. Like even if it was to the point where you could customize a ship, like actually customize it, not just like change the color of it, but like add different parts to it. Like okay, so I have this one ship that I like. Let me go ahead and add this actual physical mod. Like when you add a different thruster, it changes the physical thruster
Yeah.
of your ship. Not just like the color of the paint job, but like okay, I'm adding these types of wings on it. You making it your own ship. That would be it.
Would make it so much more interesting for that express purpose. Just
Right, exactly. That way you have people like who come in like, oh wow, look at that guy's ship. That's a very good build. That looks very unique. I like that. That's awesome. Then you can have a whole rating system. Then you have more players who are leaving the game now because they're walled out. They're hitting that wall.
they're hitting the cap,
Coming back to the game, so they're like, oh shit, fuck yeah, I can customize this shit. Let's do this. Something as simple as that would be just perfect.
Yeah, that would be the step that would actually drag people back to it after. And the thing is, like, the game does like have dips and rises in the people that are playing it. And anytime they have been putting out these releases, once the mech one came out, I think that was actually people
dude,
really...
exoskeleton is so nice.
Yeah,
the exosuit.
People were going like, that's real nice, but then they also noticed it was like, this is a much smaller update than the last couple of ones you've been doing. And I think people started to see where the pace was going with the actual design. Like they're running out of steam.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, they're not doing it themselves any favors by not charging for it at the same time. And at the same time, I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, no, but they've earned to the point now where if they say they came back with another massive update next year and said, hey guys, this is actually a $10 update for the game. We've covered a lot of the stuff that we've done previously, but we're going to unlock a lot of capabilities. But that is going to put a lot bigger strain on our servers. So can you spare the $10 to actually be able to do all that stuff forever again? Like one of the things where like your save is cloud based, but we call it it's just the fact that to have your ship have that much shit inside of it, it's going to just make our storage go off the wall. So to cover for those people who are going to play it hard, we need to actually ask for that money. And we're like, that's a completely valid ask. That is server side charges and costs, and they've given a lot of reason for people to appreciate that.
Exactly. Like if you take the account of Warframe. Warframe is a game that you can literally play with people and not spend a dime on it and be just as competitive with everybody else in that co-op based game.
I mean,
but
yeah,
when you put money into it, it becomes a much better experience because you're able to access frames faster. You're able to access weapons that you weren't able to get before, or that you had to unlock based off of your master class. So it's not a pay to win, because you're not winning against anybody. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
Warframe is a great game. I love that game.
I love Warframe's design. I wanted to get into it with whenever they added those giant Dolon kind of things, and I just didn't at that. I didn't. I played it for
Dolon things.
You what?
What what again?
Oh, sorry. Do you whatever there's a public area with these giant creatures that you're all attacking as a group?
Oh God, yeah, the Sentinels. Oh Jesus, yeah. That fight that's a pretty intense fight too. For the first time when you're not knowing what the fuck you're doing.
Oh yeah. The thing is, I started playing the game whenever I heard that was coming, and I tried to kind of play to get to the point where I could do those bits, and I stopped before I got there. I was like, all right, cool. I can see where the appeal to this is, but I just don't have the time to grind. I don't have the time to grind, and I don't have the money. I'm not spending money on this.
It is a very grindy game, and if you are not in a good guild that is already set up, you are suffering. But
I was soloing.
Yeah, it's because you don't have the weapons, you don't have the frames, because the base frames, unless you're playing Excalibur, it's rough. The base frames, I started my first time I played Warframe was on the PlayStation. I played with Loki, which he's a good frame. He's not a bad one at all, but the base frames are very underpowered compared to the prime frames.
Yes.
And that's the major distinction between the characters. I love the game. It's a great game. I love the building system, the ability to like upgrade and make weapons, and how it does take real time, and it's not something that but something you can pay for. But the fact that they offer you missions that you can complete to get the prime like pieces, like the prime what are they called, blueprints.
Yes.
And then you can hold on to those blueprints because they cycle out the primes, and when they cycle out that primes, then you can sell those on the actual market to other players for real platinum, which can then be used to like, you know, do whatever you want to do with it. So it was a good system to be able to trade platinum in the game. If they had made this game where you could get the blueprints and not be able to actually trade them to other players, I think that game would have failed a long time ago. But Warframe is still doing very well for itself.
It's one of those games that every once in a while I hear people going like, Warframe's dead. I'm like, no, it's not. If I'm still hearing about this game, it's not fucking dead. The games that are dead, you don't fucking hear about. Like,
exactly. I mean, it's not Diablo 3.
I mean, the thing is, like, Diablo 3 people don't talk about it, but it's actually like people still bang on a game of Diablo 3 because once Reaper of Souls came out, people were just like, it was on everything. Everybody was playing it everywhere.
Yeah, that is very true. But that was also like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I will say, and actually, I'm gonna backtrack this. I will say that every now and then I get the bug to play Diablo and to get on my PlayStation, because that's what I have it on, and I have like my barbarians like decked the fuck out.
But the thing is, like, there's times that I actually want that type of game, but I don't know if I wanted Diablo specifically. But there's not many games that actually really pull off the Diablo clone very well anymore.
There is one that came out that my neighbor's playing it. It's not Pathfinder.
Pillars of something or other, isn't it? It's Path of Exile. Yeah. Path of Exile.
Path of Exile. And they actually did a mod for Diablo 2 in it. It's actually, and I saw him playing it. Like the customization in that game is really good.
Yeah.
He was showing it to me. I don't know if it's something that I would get into, or if it is something I would get into. It may be like, okay, this is going to take time to actually learn. Diablo 3 was
I've played a bit of Path of Exile. Whenever there's like to learn, there's nothing to learn. It's Diablo. You're playing Diablo, but it's a completely different world. So you get an interesting new context. But playing it literally for the loot drop, equip cycle, it feels like early stage Diablo. And the thing is, I didn't play it for very long to get to the point where I was playing endgame stuff. I was still playing story mode material by the time I finished. But I had been playing probably 14 to 16 hours in total on it.
Okay.
And I was getting to the point where I was actually starting to get decent gear. You know, like I wasn't even finished the main story, but I was playing at a higher because you can increase the difficulty level through certain options inside the actual like level selection. So I was doing higher tier versions of the missions than I should be doing. But I was getting better tiers loot to go along with it, and that Diablo loop was there. It's like, I feel ready to take on a harder challenge. I feel ready to take on a set of villains that actually have an extra debuff or buff added to them, and that's every mission in that felt like that, where you gauge your progress on what kind of drop you're getting from that as well, and it was really enjoyable. There was a lot of free stuff that was given out whenever I was playing it, because PlayStation had like a couple of instant charms and stuff that allowed you to level up in the early part of the game.
Wait. PlayStation has Path of the Exile?
Yeah.
What?
Path of Exile is a free-to-play game on the PlayStation.
Oh shit! I might check that out. Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I played it on the PS4 whenever I was playing it.
I'll have to check that out. Okay.
And you also get stuff from PS Plus for free on it.
What I liked about Diablo 3 was the story. I actually quite enjoyed the story. I got into character, like actual class building and like building for my own stats, not going online off of looking what they had, and all that experimentation that you can do with the game. And and I'm sure Path of the Exile it does that plus more, because I feel like that game is. When I was watching my friend play on his PC, it's just like he was showing me like, oh yeah, so I just have this build where, basically I just run through them and my aura kills them. Like, well, Jesus Christ. So I don't know. I sometimes I get the bug to play top-down games like that, but it's been a while. Like on my PlayStation recently, what was that? I was playing
There's
Dragon's Dogma and just more like single-player RPGs.
Aye, it's I see the top-down actiony kind of like looter shooter kind of not looter shooter, but loot 'em up, beat 'em up or whatever. Do you know what?
Right.
Do you know what always tickled me was fucking Ultimate Alliance. It was such a cheap, low-end Diablo clone, but it was one that I actually really enjoyed playing through again and again.
Alliance, though.
What?
And that's because you get to play as
Marvel
your favorite Marvel characters. And we talked about this when we talked about Avengers and how I'm now thoroughly disappointed with Avengers.
Yes. I assume that was going to be the trajectory of experience.
And like, yeah, at first it's very interesting. The game's a teaser, right? It's a teaser. You're playing a demo. You're not playing a full game, because it's one of those things where they're going like, okay, we're going to release all this content. Now they're going through all this loss of player base. They're saying, okay, Kate Bishop's update's not going to come out as fast, and we're not sure if we're going to actually
do it,
release anything at all.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You lost players by limiting how many fucking Avengers you're going to put out in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Then now you're saying that, okay, we're not going to do this because we're not making any money. Well, you're fucking stupid, first of all. You have to hook us with content. We live in a content-based age. You don't have the content, we're not going to be excited for the game. I'm sorry. And go ahead.
Well, it's just like, remember whenever I went on a mild rant about it, about like
mild. Continue.
Yeah. But it was just, man, like there's so many missed easy goals, easy baskets, easy fucking. There's like so many easy opportunities where they could just like swish perfectly. They could have easily swished so many things on just on the collectibles and the side shit and the costumes alone that would have made it worthwhile for people to actually engage with their fucking monetary system. Like, there's a lot of ways they could have made that bullshit that they were going that they wanted more than anything else to make it work, and they chose not to do it, or they just had so many restrictions on them to stop them from doing it. And it's one of those things whenever I see that, I was like, and yet you dare to ask. Yet you dare to ask for the money when you did not do these most basic things.
Well, it's like even the costumes even the stuff that you buy with actual money are just fucking bland. They're so boring. Like Captain America is boring. Like fucking the Hulk. Hulk has so many different costumes. They didn't even have a Planet Hulk look. I mean, like, come on.
out of all the ones you're going to do or avoid, you're like, you didn't do the one that was actually in the MCU designs. Like, you didn't even do the MCU fucking, like, he looks sort of like an Asgardian armor. Why?
Why? Exactly.
If you were so driven by the MCU aesthetic for everything else in the game that you had to do like these approximations of it, then why did you not fucking do the costumes that were actually in the fucking series?
And don't get me wrong, this is for the recording itself. I enjoyed the story. I actually enjoyed the story of the main campaign. And it was nice. It was good. There's drama. It was like watching Marvel like Avengers Assemble.
I'm so glad that they actually did do Kamala Khan's story, and they actually gave her a plot, and I enjoy what I played through of the actual, like, the beta, the early demo that they did, and the story elements I saw in that, and her interactions with the actual Avengers themselves, and I was like, I am on board with this. I like it. I like the opening intro bit on the actual ship. We're walking around with Kamala Khan. I was like, it was good. And why did we not, like I've said it before, why did we not just get a single player game based around that?
Uh,
Like,
and
why
and
everything else?
it's like it's just like EA games, man. They just half-assed it and they put it out too early. Like, I mean, they wanted to make money. That's all they cared about, and that's what it came down to. And they shot themselves in the fucking foot because of that.
I've got a wild feeling that is most assuredly not the developer's fault. That is a publisher and licensor issue.
Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
Disney. That's Disney. That's Marvel Disney. That's who was the publisher in that? Was it Activision? Was the publisher of that?
No. It was Square Enix.
Square Enix. Oh, Square Enix is the publisher. That's right.
But that's the thing. Because
that's what it was. We said this before. Whenever we were having that argument that I was trying to record, and then we end up not actually recording. I don't think. But it was like that's Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix, and it's like, that's a combination that should work.
Yeah, absolutely. But the problem is Square Enix has been doing this. They've been trying to put their feet in the water of the money. They want to make more money as a company, which is understandable. That's their whole business.
Yeah.
But they've been putting their feet in the waters too deep, and I think they jumped in the water instead of actually wading through it. And they jumped into the water of elitist asshole gamers like us who were like, nah, we ain't gonna play this game.
I ain't gonna play your game. I play my own game whenever I'm playing your games.
Right. It's like there were so many factors of the multiplayer experience that weren't working. The single player experience, they want you to level up, but you can't level up if you don't have missions to do. Yeah. The missions that you get at the end of the game, there weren't any. They're like, oh, okay, we're going to fix this. This is something we're working on. I'm like, why wouldn't you have that?
Why is there no single player end game? Like, I mean, it's a fairly simple question.
Fucking Ubisoft game like Division or Division 2 has so much fucking content you can level up. Or if you're attacking enemies, you gain enough experience that you're going to level up. This isn't happening in Marvel's Avengers game.
Do you think it might be just one of the things they just wanted to sell an EXP booster as well? Yeah.
I didn't see that kind of stuff on their shop though. That's the thing. Like, I didn't see anything like that on their shop. Like on the PlayStation. Now, mind you, folks, I'm playing on the PlayStation, so there's not a lot on the PlayStation except for like their in-game coin, which can't be used for much in the game.
Which is fucking terrible as well.
But I mean, shit costumes.
But that's part of the point. That they marketed themselves. They got their one big pop for the game back when they were promoting it before the release by saying we will not have microtransaction pay to win. And I was like, I'll give you your applause. Now, show us the content. I was like, your promises are fine, but they don't really mean sweet fuck all, motherfucker. All you told me is that you're doing the bare minimum.
Right, exactly. And so the game. And again, I want to reiterate the fucking story was good, and I enjoyed fighting. What was the main enemy?
AIM?
What was their name of their AIM? I love fighting AIM. It was fun because you've never played. We haven't come across any actual video game where AIM is involved, where you're fighting. What's that guy with the big head's name?
MODOK.
MODOK. Yes, thank you.
Well, I mean, MODOK was in Ultimate Avenger. It was in Ultimate Alliance. MODOK is also in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But
I don't count.
But he's not the main villain. He's just another villain because MODOK's such a weird villain.
Exactly. He's just there. Now, Ultimate Alliance, I would count that, but it's like because you do fight a lot of AIM in Ultimate Alliance 1 with the Masters of the Masters of Villainy or whatever.
Masters of Evil.
Yeah. Masters of Evil. Thank you.
It's one of those things where like AIM as a villain is a good choice because the thing is. The reason why AIM is a good choice is because it doesn't get used much. But the one time we fucking used AIM was in the MCU movies already. We've like essentially gone like, we've been here. Like, you're still like, still kind of like working within the framework of what was there previously. Going like, oh, AIM hasn't been shown too much. It's like, yes, because it was alluded to in one other movie that we've already seen, and they didn't really kind of focus on that because it was all smoke and mirrors shit anyway.
Yeah. What was that? Fucking the Hulk or
no, Iron Man 2. Oh no, sorry, not Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3. With the Mandarin and your man with the fucking flame powers. He was actually his advanced idea mechanics was he's meant to be the creator of AIM. Killian, whatever it was, Killian.
Oh really? God, yeah. See that whole Iron Man 3 was not like 2 and 3 weren't that great. So
yeah, I mean, I like the villain in 2. I actually like Whiplash. I think he was and I thought it was actually
with David with Daniel Trejo. Or what's
it's Trejo? It's not Danny Trejo fucking playing Whiplash.
Is it? I thought it was. My bad.
That's not Danny Trejo. It's what do you call him? Fucking he was in fucking he used to have a very pretty face. He was in like a really bad fucking accident and his face got all fucked up. That's why you don't recognize his face from who he was beforehand. But I'm trying to remember the name of the actor.
Looks like Danny Trejo.
Yeah, I mean, in Danny Trejo's case, it's actually like Danny Trejo looks like Danny Trejo. This dude actually like got his face remade, and this is what it ended up as.
So he's doppelganger to Danny Trejo. Gotcha. Yeah. No, I'll stop before you get mad.
No, I'm not going to get mad. I like the character of Whiplash. I don't even care about the actor, but the actor was well chosen for it because he is a bit of a character actor, so he kind of disappears into it reasonably well.
I don't know. The whole
what's his
the
fucking
whole
name? It is.
Dude was just meh.
Oh, what the fuck is it that actually plays Vanko? Because it's Vanko. Ivan Vanko, or was actually the name of the character, but I can't remember the name of the fucking actor that plays him.
You know what would be really helpful right now? The fact that we both have computers.
I know, I know we should.
Right now.
I know we should, but
Iron Man, was it 2 we're talking about cast?
Iron Man 2 cast, yeah.
It was fucking Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
Mickey Rourke. That's Mickey Rourke. There you go.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God!
Mickey Rourke's face was fucked up a good few years ago. That's what Mickey Rourke looks like.
Right, because he used to have like a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. My bad. Definitely not Danny Trejo. What the fuck? He was so like jacked up though.
But that's what I mean. Like a fucking Mickey Rourke jacked up is pretty fucking impressive looking. Like he looked good. But it's especially like the costume whenever he actually has the fucking the pit suit from the race course around his waist, and he just burns it off using the whiplash, and then he's walking with the fucking chest rig on and the arms out, and I'm like, that's a good redesign of Whiplash. I like that look.
Okay, fair enough.
But then obviously, like, it becomes another Iron Man fight by the time it's all finished, because like that's Iron Man 1 ends the same way, Iron Man 2 ends the same way. Iron Man 3 is the only one that doesn't end that way, but instead it has so many Iron Men in it, it doesn't matter who the villain is because you just see Iron Men fighting everywhere. But the second and third movies,
that's right. Iron Man 3 was the one where he's at the like, was it like the dock, and he's just like fighting like that.
Yeah, he does the whole party crasher thing where he actually has like every suit he's ever made show up at the last minute. That was a nice touch, but it was like, it definitely felt like it was the intention of it was to do the whole like, all right, I'm ending the character thing. Dude, Robert Downey Jr. was ready to go at that point. Like he was like, don't need to do this anymore.
And I think I read somewhere that he's like might be coming back.
I know. But I think essentially, like, even whenever the Avengers movies kind of started off, whenever they had Age of Ultron come in and whatever else, it was like, it really felt like he kept talking about he would be a consultant. I'm not an Avenger. I'll be a part of it. I'll be a consultant. And he just kind of like moves away from actually like referring to himself as being part of the Avengers. Mostly because they wanted to have an easy explanation if the next time a movie came up that needed to have Tony Stark in it, for him to actually be able to just say like, all right, how much money this time? No.
Right. Exactly.
just so he always had the out, and he just go, no, and that was it. Like, on a contract by contract basis, whether or not he was going to be in the next one. Like that's I remember there being one of those red carpet interviews where they just asked him like, Robert, you're looking forward to actually returning to the role of Tony Stark. He's like, let's see what size of Brinks truck they back up to my door next time. And then he just walked away. I was like, yeah, it's a fucking paycheck. It's a big paycheck.
So I didn't know this, but apparently Paul Bettany played the voice of Jarvis in all the movies.
Yes,
I
yes.
didn't realize he wasn't just because he was also Vision or
Yeah.
whatever that guy's name is.
Just the Vision. But
The
yeah,
Vision.
Paul Bettany as Jarvis, what like because that was it's one of those things. Whenever I heard Jarvis and actually heard the voice they used from him, I was like, oh, he is so playing Vision. It's just one thing like, dude, I was going like. I've seen like they had the virtual model of Jarvis in the earlier movies. I don't know if they actually use it in the later ones, but they actually had Paul Bettany almost like a blue body suit model of
they
him.
were waiting to bring him in then.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where like he was the voice, but he was also like the virtual body of Jarvis, and I don't think they used it that much. I think it was just like one or two of the times. And I was like, oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, no, that's fucking Vision. I think the dude's got the right build and body and look for it. He's got that calm, relaxing voice. He actually is already going to be an established character within the universe. Fuck yes, that's exactly who it's going to be.
Honestly, his character was great. His character was amazing. I had no qualms about him. I kind of had more issues with Scarlet Witch's character, whoever she played. I don't know. She was just very broody for Scarlet Witch. And I just don't remember her being that broody. She was more of a bitch than anything else, you know?
Yeah, she was imperious. Maybe would actually be a good way for
that would be the proper wording for that.
Yeah, I mean, because part of it's actually like in the writing of the character in the comics. I think Scarlet Witch is probably nearly always in the case of Marvel Comics, the female characters get a weird writing kind of direction on them sometimes because either they write villainous or they write simpering, and it's actually like it doesn't go well for a lot of the characters, and it doesn't actually like make them appealing in a lot of ways. But Scarlet Witch, specifically in the MCU movies, it feels like as soon as the thing is, like, because being a comic book reader, you kind of like you already know where all the stories that they have to choose from that have came out before the movies came out, and whenever Scarlet Witch came out, and how her and Quicksilver were shown, and how much more she was upset and cared about stuff, like for example their childhood, the death of their mother and father, the involvement of Tony Stark in it, how she was much more aggressive about it, and she was like the instigation of like the mind control in the Ultron kind of story, like in the Age of Ultron movie and stuff. Like those little actions were probably already inkling to the broodier kind of character she was going to be for the purposes of what they're going to do next.
Right, WandaVision.
Yes, WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness and a villain character turn for the actress, and I'm going like, that's a great idea. And the fact they actually had her as broody, they've taken stuff away from her. She made her an actual central point of why people hate, well, not mutants, but they hate powered beings.
I know, it bothers me so much that's the biggest like faux pas of our age is the fact that
no more mutants.
The fucking X-Men or Fox and Marvel breakage where Fox still kept titles from Marvel, and that caused a huge rift in our understanding of the MCU and how it responds to mutants and how they exist and how they should have existed and how X-Men movies are garbage, but
they still somehow managed to actually like keep reality from actually existing. Just by them making more X-Men movies, they can't, because if Sony had just stopped, if Fox had just stopped making movies the same way Sony had I think Sony had the Ghost Rider rights, wasn't it?
Oh, and don't forget Fantastic Four.
Oh, and Fantastic Four. Yeah, well, but that's the thing. Like every single reaction.
And Spider-Man. They had Spider-Man too.
And Spidey. Which they still do have. They still have Spidey, but they have like that co-ownership thing going on. But the case of like Fantastic Four, what actively started happening in the comic books was that they started writing out the Fantastic Four. They were writing the characters out of the Marvel's comics universe, so that they became because they became less valuable to.
Like the Cataclysm basically got rid of Reed Richards, and fucking the only one that, and Sue too. I think Sue was gone, and then Reed Richards was gone, and it was just like the Thing and her brother.
Didn't Johnny get killed though?
Johnny got killed. Johnny got killed.
He got killed by like an angry mob or something, wasn't it?
After if it wasn't the massive like Magneto wave from the meteor hitting the fucking ocean or whatever that caused like a massive cataclysm, it was probably an angry mob. Yeah.
Because that cataclysm thing, that was an that was Ultimatum, wasn't that actually like that was the Ultimates universe? That wasn't 616.
Yep.
So the
Yeah,
Ultimate
that was-
that Ultimates universe one, like that was dark as balls as well. Like,
Dude,
that's
but-
a completely different level of darkness.
it's like rated fucking NC-17 shit. That shit's dark. And I like, cause you had like everyone was dying. Fucking
literally the
Mary
blob
Jane died.
like, fucking the Blob caught the wasp out of the air, put her in his mouth, and just bit her in half.
Yeah, it was dark as shit.
Yeah.
I'm not fond of that universe,
Nah.
but I will say that they used the Marvel comics used a lot from that. Like the MCU used a lot from that like vibe.
There was a lot of that vibe, but just with more hopefulness was actually what I feel like it actually came out with in the end up. But yeah, most assuredly, like but I feel like the Fox universe built itself around fucking the Ultimates universe
Right?
as well. Like that.
Oh yeah,
Like
they were
that's the
trying
problem.
to. I don't know.
I mean, the fact that the Ultimates universe uses the black leather costumes from the original X-Men movies, the Bryan Singer ones. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I
It's
think
like,
they were going in the wrong direction.
I have on my phone. I have like access to like all the Marvel comics. I have Marvel
Nice.
Universe on my phone, and it's just like, I don't know. Well, anyways, back to Scarlet Witch. So like, Scarlet Witch in the earliest rendition of her comics, she was a feminist. She was very powerful. And imperialistic is the proper word for her.
Hmm.
How they display her now and how what you said makes a lot of sense because they really focus more on her than obviously Quicksilver because he's dead,
Yeah.
which makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah. Well, that was again another part of those fucking shitty Fox Marvel deals where they were like, well, we get to keep one each. Which one do you want? We'll take Scarlet Witch. And it's like, fine, we'll take Quicksilver for the Days of Future Past. I'm like,
Makes no fucking sense. But I mean, and that's also I'm gonna stop. I have to stop because that pisses me off.
right, well,
the first time in Days of Future Past when Wolverine's going back in time and you got Quicksilver or whatever, and and then he's doing his little like we're moving so fast, everything's slow, blah blah blah. It's cool.
it's a cool
And then
visual
the second
effect.
fucking movie or the third movie. It was the third movie when they had the actual Cyclops in it. What was it called?
Apocalypse or
Apocalypse. Yeah, they did the exact same thing again. I'm like, come on, folks. Don't make him a one-trick pony. Come on.
the whole Quicksilver thing was like that is an expensive effect and also one that it got a big pop on the last movie. So they're like, and we'll get that pop again. And you're like, you're right, you will.
You will. And then you fuck up Apocalypse.
You mean Ivan Ooze?
Oh,
That's what he looks like. He looks like Ivan Ooze from the fucking Power Rangers movie from the 90s.
it was so bad. It was so bad. It
Joe,
was
so
so
the-
fucking bad.
Like that Apocalypse
Like
movie.
how-
So Olivia Munn looks amazing. The fucking Psylocke, and I'm like, why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why ruin this in this movie?
I would have been happier because Deadpool came out that same year, the second one.
If she had appeared
I would have
in
been
Deadpool-
happier to put Psylocke in the Deadpool
Yeah,
movie.
Olivia Munn in a fucking a Deadpool movie. Yes, holy shit, yes. And the thing is, like, tonally, I think it would play very well as well. Like Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah.
Olivia Munn both fucking cracking wise at each other while having a sword fight. Yes.
With Domino, with fucking Cable,
No,
which is the
no,
the
no.
fucking X-Force right there.
Exactly, and with Domino and Cable sitting back, like drinking a beer, watching the fight happen, and just like letting them go, and just like, this is going to end.
Yes.
This will not end well. And like, we know, like, who you betting on? It's like, no, it's a no bet. And then Deadpool is like leaning back and like, yeah, I know I'll win, and he loses an arm and is like, all right, 10 on her, and then jumps back into the fight again. Like,
And then starts using his arm as a weapon because that's what he does.
as like a nunchuck. Like he's fucking. Like,
See, and
the
that's-
scenes
that's
write
the thing, is,
themselves.
Like, Apocalypse was exceedingly not like politically correct tone deaf, but tone deaf in the actual Marvel comic. It had made no sense. They didn't follow any parameters. The only thing they got right was the origin story of Storm, and that was it. Barely.
That's about it.
Barely got it right.
I don't know. It's one of those things that I've actually always thought. Generally, there's some particular X-Men characters that they could carry their own movie very, very easily. Like we always know Logan and Wolverine's going to be one of those characters that can always carry a movie on his own. Like that's why fucking
He
Logan,
has his own comic series.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Jesus.
But the reason why, like, essentially the entirety of the '90s is just the Wolverine years for a lot of people. But somebody like Storm is actually a character that if you did a movie, it would actually be a really interesting, like, origin movie. It'd be a really interesting backplot.
Absolutely.
Here's the feeling. Here's the feeling and the thought. Like, if they do, like, the multiverse of madness thing, and it actually does, like, reset shit around with Scarlet Witch, so that we can have mutants now in the main continuity of the Marvel Universe. What's to stop it being a B plot of a Black Panther movie? Storm's origin.
Yeah.
That would like, it's two very powerful characters, two characters that have a very, very powerful history with each other, but now you're going to have a very completely different framing, considering the fact that Chadwick Boseman is now no longer with us. But still have Storm be part of the pantheon and the back catalogue of the Black Panther characters.
Yep.
Very doable.
Because didn't she actually marry
Oh
him?
yeah, the two of them got
in the
married.
comic?
Yeah,
That's right.
Two of them were married for years, and they actually replaced Sue and Reed as two members of the Fantastic Four for a while.
Yeah.
They replaced the fucking main two characters, or the actual, like, the parental figures of the Fantastic Four. So it was Johnny. I think it was Johnny, Ben, T'Challa, and Storm were the Fantastic Four for a while. I'm like, that's a pretty fucking interesting combination of people.
Yep.
Actually, if I take Ben out and replace it with She-Hulk, and bam, you've got actually like a 1980s fucking reunion tour. Oh, that's right. She-Hulk is actually an actual, like, in progress, like, in pre-production series now at this point as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I don't know how to feel about that
I'm on board
because
for that.
ultimately, so I like She-Hulk. Her story is dark as fuck at the end.
Yeah.
Later on in the later years when Hulk goes fucking psycho and, basically rapes her and, has the Hulk.
I've never heard this shit. Like, when was this in the comics? Was this actually like?
So this
few
is
years ago, or
canon
how far
Old Man Logan.
Right. Okay.
So, you remember now?
No, I don't know that part of the story, but if that's how dark Bruce fucking got, that's fucking creepy.
So Bruce is gone completely. Bruce's mentality was overtaken by the Hulk completely.
Oh, is this is that Maestro Hulk? Is that the fucking big white bearded weird looking one?
It's the original Hulk, and I mean, yeah. But he basically he finally overrides Bruce's ability to turn back, and after years of just being the Hulk, he eventually, like, creates this, like, oligarchy, I guess is the right word, of different types of Hulks with She-Hulk as his forced wife.
Jesus Christ!
And so he creates like an inbred Hulk system, and then, like, in Old Man Logan, basically, he's like, Logan is he's old, he's got a family now, he's at his prime, and he's tired and doesn't want to get into it, and then the Hulks basically assault the farm, kill his family, and he just goes fucking. He's like, all right, I'm back at it.
I just said you go on again. I started with you. I'll fucking end with you.
And then so whatever. I don't remember too much happens between him and the Hulk. I think the Hulk is that goes away. It's like basically Hulk's going through the same thing as Logan. His regenerative ability is no longer working as well as it used to, and so, like, he's at the end of his rope.
Yeah.
So is Logan. So Logan dons the persona of the Wolverine once again to avenge his family, and then he comes across, like, I mean, it's just like then he's starting to understand. Okay, there's a deeper meaning to this, and he finds out his. Well, do I want to spoil it or not? Oh, fuck it.
Go ahead, spoil it. I mean, there's nobody actually watching over this, and if I read it, I'll read it for completely different reasons rather than actually spoilers.
Exactly. He comes across. He finally comes in touch with his older brother.
Oh, fucking dog.
Deacon. No, is it Deacon? Hold up. God damn it.
Dakin's his son.
Yeah. So it's his. I think it's his older brother, Wolverine's.
His dog, and his son is Dakin. Dakin's his son.
Yep, that's right. No, not Sabretooth. Sabretooth's not. That's his stepbrother, technically, according to the whatever.
Huh?
It is not. It's not.
Because that's the whole lycanthrope thing, where they actually they're all fucking born
that's
of Remus and
yeah.
Remus and Romulus bullshit. Yeah, that's a different fucking continuity even.
Yeah, Logan's real brother,
Dog.
X-Men.
James Howlett's
I keep saying Victor Creed, like, god damn it.
Just type in dog Wolverine brother, just to see it actually.
Yeah.
Because it'll refer to it actually from that continuity.
Wolverine's brother. According to Wolverine, Volume 2, 304, Wolverine and X-Men, however, Dog Logan is not Victor Creed's Sabretooth. The two have never met each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so his older brother is actually still alive.
Okay.
Originally, his older brother was considered dead by their grandfather in the original, comic.
In Origins.
In
Origins.
Yeah, exactly. So you find out that he's been actually pulling the strings around Logan's life, including his wife dying, his Japanese wife dying,
Silver Fox, blah blah blah.
Silver Fox, all of that. Everything from him, the X Factor project to everything was his brother. And so he eventually at the end of the comic, he has a fight. He goes into a massive fight with him, and then I think he actually dies. They both die or something like that. But it's just like, God, man, Hulk was such a douche at the end. I idolized the Hulk for years as a kid.
I mean, it's one of those things. Every single time that they actually do a Hulk is actually a bit of a fucking shitheel character turn. The thing is, the one that I remember was actually probably the late 90s, early 2000s, where he accidentally kills Betty due to gamma radiation exposure.
Yes.
Essentially she dies from that, and then it's actually his depression afterwards, and the fact that Hulk will not let him die and will keep punishing him because he took Betty away from him as well.
This is all part of an alternate future.
The old man, all of Old Man Logan's alternate, yeah.
Yeah, Earth A07128 is the story arc for that. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry. Because essentially, Old Man Logan. But the problem is, Old Man Logan is now part of the 616 continuity because he got pulled in after Battle World. They fucking put Old Man Logan in because ordinary 616 Logan was already dead. So
yeah,
and then Old Man Logan raises fucking Catherine, the Wolverine X-23. So it's
yep.
Okay, well, fine. It's now continuity. That character exists before, so he has to go back to his reality to fucking die now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing Marvel hasn't done that DC has.
I don't know. I appreciate that actually Marvel has not done the same history retcons that DC has, because the problem with DC is once they started that process, they couldn't stop. They had to do it again and again to constantly correct for time. The longer DC exists, the more it becomes ridiculous that whenever they do reset it, oh, let's look at a thing in there and look weird. Whenever they do reset it, it's to turn around and say all the events that have happened in Batman's career from Dick Grayson through to Damian Wayne happens over a period of 5 years. And you're like, no fucking way. Does all that happen within 5 fucking years, or 10 years, or 15 years? The entire existence of the Joker alone takes a bit of fucking time to explain. But for Dick Grayson to actually have become the ward of Bruce Wayne, to have grown up to be Nightwing, to have been replaced by Jason Todd, to have then been killed, to then be replaced by fucking Tim Drake, and then have Tim Drake grow up and become Red Robin, and then move on to say that Damian Wayne is now Robin, and that's 5 fucking years. That's 5 years that would break anybody. The Killing Joke would actually be true in that case, because that also includes Barbara Gordon and her spinal injury, and her spinal injury recovery, and all the shit that happened to Jim Gordon along the way, and then include all of the other villains in the Gotham universe doing their shit, all in 5 years. I fucking right. So whenever Marvel just kind of like hand waves a lot of the stuff, where it just goes like, it's some time in the current time, and just like everything could have actually been happening consistently at the same time, by not actually bringing enough attention to it, they can hand wave it and give the plausible sense of deniability and like keeping the pace going more than anything else. Well, DC seems to actually be very focused on trying to go like, no, this is when this happened, and this is when this happened, and you're like, that doesn't matter. None of that fucking matters. Like, I'd rather you keep the kayfabe of wrestling for me than actually fucking tell me behind the scenes for this particular thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm perfectly okay with The Undertaker being the dead man from places unknown. You know, just leave it as it is.
Yeah, but like, so I'm looking through this Wikipedia on the Old Man Logan, like, holy shit, there's so much fucking content. So I would say do a browse on that. But the biggest thing is the Hulk. He's just fucking. So basically, the Hulk rapes his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever her name is.
Jennifer
I can't remember
Walters.
her name. Thank you. Rapes her, has kids with her. Those kids turn into like redneck, Hulks.
Yeah.
They're all the gene pool becomes convoluted with the Hulk gene.
Well,
And
the gamma radiation wasn't really helping in the first place,
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the incestuous hillbilly grandchildren of the Hulk, first cousin She-Hulk. Logan accepts a job from a blind Clint. Oh, and by the way, his partner in this whole thing is blind fucking Clint Barton. he's helping him with this, and he's blind, but he can still shoot his arrows. It's great.
It's so weird that canonically Clint Barton is actually deaf.
Yeah.
So
this is him blind in this universe.
So in that universe, he's blind and deaf.
And it could be that what's really funny is that the MCU hasn't taken on that either. That's kind of bothered me.
That
or the cartoons or anybody.
Do you know what? That's one of the things I actually like. I wish that, because during the MCU, actually, like Clint Barton's character and she in the movies, and the fact that he's actually almost he's a mentor figure for Scarlet Witch in the films from Age of Ultron onwards, and the fact that like it's him that comes for her in not Endgame, in Infinity War. Like it's him that actually like goes like, here, come on, we gotta go. It's time to take this serious. Like whenever he comes in and takes on the Vision, the one dude who has no power whatsoever manages to actually like, I'll give it a try at least, and manages to actually like convince the Scarlet Witch to then take her side in the whole thing. Like him as a heart in the actual team, I love, because of how Hawkeye is essentially a villain character that got redeemed and got the opportunity to be in the Avengers, and then kept on pushing, and always like, the best thing about me is that I became an Avenger. And in the case of the movies, he's not quite that. He's actually like, the best thing about me is that I have a family.
I'm a human. I'm human.
That's about
I don't have any special powers. I don't have a special heart. I'm a guy with good eyes.
No, literally during that Age of Ultron fight, he's like, I'm a guy with a bow. None of this makes sense. So he was like, yep, you're exactly right. And as he does that, he literally like peeks through a small pinhole, fires off, kills one of the guys, and then looks back to you and is like, so are you going to do this or not? But the Clint Barton in the movies, because Hawkeye, the entire idea of just Hawkeye as just a dude, intrigues me to the point where I'm actually excited for the Hawkeye, like Kate Bishop TV series. Like that entire idea and concept behind him is like, I'm fucking on board with that if that is still going ahead. I think there was actually like, I don't know if they actually like, there's much more announcement about that, because it's one of the later expected series after they get like this first phase of stuff done, especially with the 2020 being the way it has been for getting productions actually on the run. So yeah, I think if that was one of the ones that got dropped, I would actually be disappointed. And in that case, if they did go to that, it'd be interesting if they actually did pick up on that plot point of the character. Like, one of the reasons why he's retiring is because his hearing was actually getting worse, and it was part of actually like his inner ear and his balance and everything was kind of like half tied to it. So if you made that his deafness as part of actually like the reason why he's training up the next generation of an archer, yeah, that could be a viable training choice and a good reason for it as well.
especially if they're gonna go into like a Kate Bishop type arc.
Yeah, that's the one thing I always wondered. Is Kate Bishop a metahuman? Is she like, what do you call him? Not Deadshot. Bullseye.
Inhuman.
I don't think, well, I was going to say metahuman, but like, the same way like Bullseye never misses because he's almost like Domino. He has like a little bit of luck on his side kind of thing.
Kind of like a mute. Yeah.
He actually affects the probability of his shot while he's actually making it. Is Kate Bishop actually a metahuman, or is she just plain old Hawk Girl?
Let's see what they say on the wiki. Kate Bishop.
Because in my head, I don't know what it is, but I think in my head that I've actually like it was one of those things that she is either inhuman or she is a metahuman of some sort.
So Kate Bishop is a fictional superhero. No, we already know this. She's the third character and first female to take the Hawkeye name. Clint Barton of the Avengers. Wyatt McDonald of the Squadron Supreme. I don't remember that.
Well, Squadron Supreme's like essentially Squadron Supreme are the Marvel's version of the Justice League. Have you ever heard of Hyperion?
Yes.
So Hyperion was the head of Squadron Supreme.
Okay. She is introduced as Kate Bishop, takes on Avengers Hawkeye. Nick Mantle, original Hawkeye, was dead at the time after being killed in Avengers 502,
which was
alongside Clint Barton. Appeared. Stars, blah blah blah.
Oh shit! Well, sorry, you just skimmed over that where Clint Barton died in Avengers 500. 502. So that was actually Wanda that killed him.
Oh yeah.
In Avengers Disassembled. So. Are we going to see...
I'm wondering.
Is that going to be the reason why we have a Hawkeye fucking TV series? Hawkeye and Kate Bishop? Because he unofficially died against Wanda and maybe got brought back with reality warping and he just went like, nope, I'm done.
It doesn't look like she has any special... it just looks like she just has...
She's just a world-class archer.
Yeah, honestly.
Cool. That's I was curious because one of the things where I don't know if I remembered it wrong or because I read a little bit of Young Avengers. Because you have Patriot, which is actually the son of the original Captain America, like the first dude that actually took the Super Soldier serum. And
wait, what? Doesn't make any sense.
You've never heard that story?
No, there's another Captain America.
Well, he wasn't officially called Captain America because nobody actually avowed the fact that they actually tested it on anybody before they did it on him. But they actually used it on a black soldier in World War II that actually was willing to take the hit for his country. And in the end, it actually it kind of fucked him up. It didn't take completely. It wasn't exactly the way they wanted it to work. So it was actually like a 90%. Their test essentially, and it actually ended up carrying on in his lineage. So his son and his grandson both had basically enhanced and Olympic level capabilities. So Patriot, the grandson, is actually the guy is one who joins the Young Avengers.
Okay, I see that.
So,
I'm looking at his title right now.
Yeah, so if you look up, there's a comic book that was actually done about the history of the character. I think either after Patriot came out or was actually they kind of tied that into his history about essentially they did essentially I can't remember what the name of the fucking American military experiment was, but they actually were training people differently.
So Patriot Eli Bradley, the second Marvel Universe character used the name Patriot, debuted in Young Avengers. So that's the second one. Where's the first one?
So Eli Bradley is so it's his grandfather. I think it's actually referring to.
Okay.
So Eli
became a founding member of the Young Avengers, public blah 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 blah.
So you want to look at Eli Bradley's history?
That's one. Okay, so Eli Bradley, the second Marvel Universe character to use the name Patriot, debuted in Young Avengers. Eli Bradley, grandson of Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah, that's what I'm thinking of.
All right, let me click on him real quick. Isaiah Bradley.
Red, white, and black. That's the name
Rebirth begins a collaboration between U.S., British, and German eugenists led by Joseph Renstein, Dr. Coach. When World War II began, Coach takes a German program and Joseph Renstein takes the American program. Each attempts to recreate a super soldier serum, which had previously turned Steve Rogers into Captain America.
So it was actually the second attempt. Okay.
So he was the second captain.
Yeah.
But it wasn't perfect because, as we all know, those as soon as Captain America was created, there was an attack and that
Mhm.
destroyed the science or whatever, something like that.
I thought it was the other way around, that he was actually like he was a test case before they actually used it on them. But yeah,
It
so
could be that this is updated based off new comics. Who knows?
well, so it's actually based off the comic book was actually Truth, Red, White, and Black. That's the one I remember hearing about. That was the name of the actual comic book series about Isaiah Bradley's history.
Yeah.
But like that was from like the early 2000s that comic book came out on. But it was like
2003, yeah.
so that was the basis of the character of Patriot. But yeah, if that one's actually worth reading, just because of the fact that actually like
Yeah.
reframes the
It
Tuskegee
looked good, yeah,
experiments.
and yeah, you're right. Truth, Red, White, and Black, #1. That's where he came in. So yeah, he was. It was like a combination between all three scientists from U.S., British, and Germany trying to create the super soldier serum
Yeah,
again.
and then they tested it on like 300 African American soldiers, and that was a
Yeah.
well done. That was great choices, because I'm willing to bet he's the only one of the 300 that probably survived.
Yeah.
Without like other horrible effects.
Yeah. America. Horrible America.
Well, everybody, everywhere, and every place has its own history. I'm just looking at, because like one of the things that always reminds me is like the Young Avengers, and who else was actually in there, because there's two characters in the Young Avengers that might be relevant for the MCU ongoing. Wiccan.
Let's see here. Let me go back here to the Young Avengers. Let me click on that to see who was in the Young Avengers. Because it looks like. Hold on. Let's see here.
It's an interesting combination of characters. So the two that stand out that are actually like important, especially
Okay.
coming forward in the MCU, are Wiccan
Okay.
and Speed.
Yep. All right. So there's Wiccan, Iron Lad, Hulkling,
Mhm.
Hawkeye, of course, Kate Bishop,
Mhm.
Stature, Cassandra Lang, Young Avenger.
So Cassandra Lang as well.
Yeah. Vision by Jonas. So Vision was replaced by a guy named Jonas, not
Mhm.
Jarvis. Speed, Kid Loki, Miss America, Marvel Boy, and Prodigy.
Mhm.
Which Miss America is super strong and can fly and has the power to create portals between universes with her kicks. She is surly, wisecracking, and takes no prisoners. Relatively little is known about her origins, but she is known to have a background in a dimension described as Utopia. So she's not from of this world.
America
Gotcha.
Chavez. Yeah.
America Chavez.
Yeah. And I
Marvel Boy. Oh, he's a Kree. Okay, that's interesting.
yeah, because essentially he's a the original Marvel was actually like, so he's a Kree, same as Marvel was, I suppose.
Wait, an Asgardian prince and adopted brother trapped in a body of a young boy. Oh my God! If they do the Young Avengers, Loki comes back
Yep.
as a young boy.
Yep. That's essentially they can literally just rebirth the character.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you actually look at Speed and Wiccan, that's the two that I was actually trying to draw attention. Although at the same time as Stature, that's Cassie. That's actually your man Scott Lang's daughter.
Okay.
That's Ant-Man's daughter currently.
Oh wow.
And now you notice that she's also aged up because it's post Blip,
Uh-huh.
so she's actually at the right age for being a character. But I mean, they wouldn't get the same actress to do it as well, and it's very unlikely that Cassandra Lang is going to show
Yeah, I
up
mean,
as a
she
fucking
didn't
giant.
have like the actress. I mean, I don't even remember her face.
Oh, the
She
young
was just
girl.
so
Yeah.
fake. Yeah.
She's just a teenage daughter, but it's one of those things where like the character's established. You could recast. Nobody would really pay too much attention to it. They did it to Rudy.
Yep. They did to Rudy.
So so speaking of the two characters, Speed and Wiccan. Speed and Wiccan
Wiccan.
in the comic books are implied to be the two missing children, Scarlet Witch's two children, post reality blip from House of M.
Okay.
That they
So
so
House of M is post like Magneto getting murdered, right? Like full on destroyed.
House of well, so alright, so House of M is after Avengers Disassembled. Essentially after Avengers Disassembled was the beginning of Scarlet Witch's kind of like the decline. She was actually slowly going mad from grief, essentially, because she realized that her 2 children that she actually had didn't exist. They were figments of her imagination. The 2 children she had with vision. In the process of actually going mad, she essentially was confronted by Professor Xavier and a group of other X-Men, and even her own father. Her own father, who was like, "Fuck, there's like, I mean, unless we like leave her drugged 24/7, something horrific's going to happen because she's already killed most of the Avengers." And the only reason why she hasn't lost her shit now is because we've had her up on a tower, not like just literally not letting her have time to grieve or think about it. So
go ahead and rant while I pee.
Yeah. So essentially, what ended up happening was that they were going to decide whether or not to actually like deal with it, or question whether or not they should deal with it, or what were they going to do to essentially either calm Wanda down. And in the process, essentially she just loses her shit and warped reality, just like changed the way everything was going to as if her father had actually won the big battles over time. That essentially like his threats against America, his attempt to actually like throw an asteroid onto the planet, all those different things he did over time had been successful enough to actually like prove mutant supremacy within society, and House of M was the House of Magneto. So as the lead incarnate family body, they were essentially the top class of society, and all mutants were top class of society, and all the superheroes were essentially in a subservience to that, except for like I think it was Wolverine remembered his entire lifetime. Every person he interacted with that he told this to, that actually had like a fucked up brain from either sharing their body with somebody else or having their mind wiped out a number of times, essentially kind of got their consciousness and awareness back through interaction with Wolverine, and that led to an insurgency.
If I remember correctly, Wolverine had the ability to block out, because of the adamantium, he had the ability to block out psychic attacks.
It's not even just the adamantium, it's just because his brain's been rewritten so many times. It's like if even a psychic has difficulty navigating his brain.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
They just like there's so many roadblocks and so many psychic barriers, and so many times a psychic has already been inside his head setting traps that it's just like he's a fucking danger zone.
Yeah, he's like, I can't. It doesn't affect me no more. Leave me alone.
Yeah. It's one of the things where he would ask for help, and even a psychic would be like, I'm not even putting my fucking foot in there. So essentially, what happened was he was literally standing on a. I remember this more because like the thing is, I'm a Wolverine fan, so I remember like particular bits of it. He's literally standing on a balcony, looking out onto the, like across Genosha, and it's obviously like it's like a big celebration going on, and a redhead comes in and actually like runs her arm over the shoulder and is like, what are you doing? He was like, I'm not in the mood. And he was like, oh, what your red thing is your fetish, and then it actually turns around and it's actually Mystique. Mystique just turns around and walks off to submissively.
Yes, I read that comic. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
it was Mystique, and then she's a bounty. She's basically a gun. She's a mercenary.
In that reality, So literally, he's standing on the balcony, and then just like a dawning flash hits him, and he remembers his entire life, not just the shit from the reality that was previous, but he remembers being James Howlett. He remembers the 1900s. He remembers Dog. He remembers the redheaded girl who gave him the book whenever he was a child. He remembers the abusive stepfather. He remembers all that shit. He remembers his entire life, everything he had lost for so long, and he just fucking weeps. You're like, yeah, man, you've been alive over 100 fucking years. There's a lot to remember.
Being James Howlett with the girl that he fell in love with, which was his stepsister, and
the first redhead that he fell in love with, essentially. You know, like all that shit. He remembers it all.
God, his origin story was amazing. When I read it in the comic, I love it.
So
good, and the art was really good too. Sorry,
it was actually beautiful. The covers were really good too. But the fact that like that shock to the system is what brings him back to reality. He remembers and he just like realizes all of this is wrong. This is not the way things should be. So obviously he runs off, and the first person he fucking goes and tells, I think it's Miss Marvel. He goes and tells fucking oh god, I've forgotten her, Carol Danvers. He goes and tells Carol Danvers because obviously over time she's kind of had a few issues with her mind and memory, and shit's been fucked with her too. Part of it because literally the devil impregnated her with himself so that she would give birth to him in another reality where he'd grow to his maximum and natural age within days of his birth, and then actually like take her away in a romantic hideaway back to hell with him for a couple of years, and all the Avengers didn't pay any attention and just wished her good luck on her next adventure along with her baby daddy. So, you know, it's like She has like had her memory fucked with enough to actually, like, whenever a big shock like this happens, she starts to remember shit, and then obviously like the two of them together are enough of a team to fucking gather more people to fucking solve all the rest of the shit. So like that's how the insurgency in the House of M begins. And by then, if it's all done and dusted, literally after it all kind of goes horribly wrong, people are getting attacked. The society that was created by her mind and memory and her hopes and dreams seems to fall down. She loses all last hope she has, and she says one last thing: no more mutants. And that is what causes decimation, where only 1/10 of the mutant population still have their powers.
Yeah.
So, like, that is going to be essentially what I imagine happens with a Multiverse of Madness storyline, but instead of no more mutants, no more heroes.
Yeah.
And
we'll see.
And once you have that, that opens the door to Thunderbolts, the Hammer version of the Avengers, led by fucking Norman Osborn. You have, by saying no more heroes, you essentially like, well, you remove the heroes, but the villains didn't fucking go anywhere. So
yeah.
You start you start running like a series of anti-hero superhero movies where it's actually like it gets darker and more horrible until there needs to be a new bright light brought back, and then you bring back Miss Marvel, you bring back Bucky and fucking Captain Falcon, you bring back, like, essentially you have a storyline that returns these characters back. But
yeah,
speaking of characters, the Young Avengers would be part and parcel of this for a next generation, a whole ability to cast an entire group of new superheroes for a next generation, for like the third tier of fucking Marvel movies, if they ever go back to the way things were. And in the process, we would bring back Wiccan and Speed, and you would literally just have two boys who then represent Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver all over again. And that's how they fit into this whole thing. So you've got your Iron Man in there, you've got your Hulkling, which is actually
Iron Lad, Hulkling, Iron Lad, Hulkling,
Patriot, Wiccan, Hawkeye, Stature, Vision, and like you look down through that list, that is a list of the original Avengers plus a few more interesting and impressive characters. Specifically Prodigy at the very end. If you actually looked at the Prodigy's character up, he literally was a mutant who had the ability to absorb skills and knowledge from other people, but he lost that power in M Day whenever all the mutants lost their powers. But didn't mean he forgot all the information he had already gained, so he was already a fucking genius.
Yeah.
He just couldn't gain any more knowledge by his cheating way, and he was like, well, fuck, now I just have to make do with knowing everything in the world. Well, that's life.
That's life. So, I'm excited for that. I have been keeping tabs on, what is that FX show?
Runaways?
No, the other one, with one dude who's Xavier's son.
Legion.
Oh my god. Legion. I've been keeping tabs on Legion. The second season was really good.
Is it not over though?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it got canceled or not. Because if it's over, it got canceled. Not because it's over, but because
I didn't watch any of season 2, but I heard about the villain turn in season 2, where it actually makes sense for him to be Legion we know from the comics.
Yes, he finally, like, it's perfect. The last scene is perfect. His hair is like straight up, and like, oh my god, that's Legion.
Is it the white hospital gown where he's sitting holding a handful of drugs? He looks like a character out of fucking Akira kind of thing going on.
Not quite there. Like, so they the last season is he's basically trying to find the this villa which has like the main villain, what's his name, who's been controlling everything from the shadow, what's his name?
Shadow
Lord?
Shadow King. Yeah.
He finds the Shadow King, he kills the Shadow King, and he becomes like powerful, and by killing the Shadow King he ends up, like, becoming Legion as he's supposed to be,
because he has all his access to all his powers. He no longer is being restricted by the Shadow King's fucking traipsing around the back of his head.
Right, exactly. And it's just like all the characters involved in it, all the it's good. It was really good. I actually quite enjoyed it. I didn't want it to go that way because, like, you like him as a character, you like him as that, but then, like, you see how he became who he is, and it may not be conical towards the actual comics, but the way they did it was very good.
Yeah, because I mean, essentially, a lot of this could actually be stuff that just went on in his head as well. But they, yeah, I took a wee poke to see there. Yes, season 3 was officially the finale. That was it over. The season. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like setting up the character is perfectly fine because like where are they going to go? Where's Fox going to fucking go with a Legion TV series if they can't manage to fucking figure out how to do a basic X-Men movie? Jesus Christ, setting off Age of Apocalypse by literally having Legion show up and see Legion season 4 show up at fucking in the past and actually like take out Xavier accidentally and then just literally set up an Age of Apocalypse series. I'm like, it would make my heart flutter because I would love, because AOA is actually one of my favorite Elseworlds. Actually, it's dark and it's horrifying, but it gave me some of my favorite alternate versions of characters. I'm a big fan.
All right, folks, that's the end of my stream. Have a good night.
Did you just call it a night?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Okay, continue.
No worries. So literally there was a series of it. There was like Gambit and the Externals, Generation Next, and what was it? Factor X. There was like 3 like series specifically in that I loved because Factor X was essentially it's X Factor, but it's Factor X was actually led by Kurt Wagner. It was actually Kurt Darkholm, because he actually didn't use the last name because he actually did know his mother, hung out with his mother, and actually kept her name. So obviously he knew Mystique was his man, and that's in that timeline. Generation Next was an alternate version of Gen X. So it did have Jonathan Stark. It had Chamber, it had Skin, it had Mondo, it had Cinch, it had M, it had Page Guthrie, Skin. No, she's not called Skin. What's her name again? Husk. But it actually had a lot of the characters from the Generation X characters, but given in a very different context, that they were literally a military team, or like a little teenage military team, led by Colossus and Shadowcat. I'm like, that's an interesting idea. I like them as 2 team leaders. Like, that's actually a perfect combination. And then Gambit and Externals was just a heist movie with Jubilee and Gambit and a bunch of other random characters from the Marvel Universe just heisting a copy of the M-Cran Crystal. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, this is 3 fucking really interesting single stories that actually are really enjoyable to watch. And to be honest, they didn't all end well. Like, Generation Next literally ends with, I think the only survivors are Shadowcat and Colossus. They all the kids die.
Yeah.
In Gambit and the Externals, I'm pretty sure Gambit and Jubilee get away scot-free, but I don't think the rest of their team make it through. And in the case of Factor X,
it fucks them up really bad too, if I remember correctly.
What? Oh, like Peter and Shadowcat?
No, Peter and Shadowcat, they're fucked up, but like Gambit's like already running with a huge ton of fucking guilt as is.
Yeah.
So I mean, after that, I'm only assuming it just made him feel worse.
Oh yeah. I think it's such, well, I mean, it's a different reality, so their histories are a little bit different, but actually, like, the character still has like his bravado to go cover up his actual like frailty. One of my favorite runs of that character was actually the more recent stuff with him and X-23 on a road trip. It was like, weird mentor choice, but okay, I could see that actually happening. So like Wolverine getting it's actually Wolverine getting training from Gambit, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, if they were actually if the ages were swapped, I could see it happen.
The X-23 has had so many beginning origin stories too, and they were all good though. They weren't bad.
Oh yeah.
It's just that they haven't. It's like they didn't decide on how they wanted to do it. They all spring from her being a clone of Wolverine. Yeah. But the continuity is kind of a bit weird with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it easily implies that she's not the first clone they attempted, obviously, but she's actually the most stable clone that they had over time. And the fact that
is correct.
Like, and essentially, like, it's she is Logan. She's just Logan with the X and Y genes swapped. You know, like it's just female Logan. That's exactly who she's meant to have been. So it was like, Okay.
berserker mode and everything with it.
Yeah, like
Alright.
literally everything else about her is. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to call it a night, have you?
Oh man, dude, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah,
It's
no
like
worries. But like,
near 4 a.m.
as
Yeah.
as always, it's fucking great to actually like start into a rant. But it's one of those things where like focus and
Oh.
take a fucking break. Like I need to go and drink. I need to go and have breakfast. It's fucking 9 a.m. 10 a.m. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, dude, it's always a pleasure. I do love talking about Marvel. I always learn something new too. It's like the whole House of M. Like so when I was reading House of M, I can't remember what comics. I was on that was when I illegally downloaded all the Marvel comics. Now I'm on an official site. Like I have it on my phone. I pay for it monthly, and I have like the Universal comics, and every now and then I'll get on my phone and go through them and actually just find some path that I want to read and go with that. Marvel Unlimited, yeah. So
Marvel Unlimited is actually a pretty cool service. Like it's one of those things where every once in a while I'll sign up for a month and then use it to play catch up. But it's one of the things where like a long ago I lost track of continuity for so many comics. So for me, every single time I go and look one of these up, it's actually like it's a new discovery for me now.
And it is, because it's like you have different artists, you have different takes on the stories, you have different, okay, we want to approach this from a more up to date field of view. Like they're doing a good job, at least, keeping the they're trying to go with the times on how, like, everything's involved with whether it be political or whether it be, just society. They're trying to keep new, and especially with X-Men. Like X-Men is obviously a euphemism for, race riots and etc. and race and race prejudices.
Race and sexuality, and for biological differences, that's essentially of any sort. That's essentially what it came down to.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is important that they do keep updating it, because things change. Like 20 years ago, being gender identity wasn't really talked about. It was hidden around. Now that's an important thing in our society, and that's what they talk about. That's what they're bringing into on the new comics. They're upgrading with the society's terms of and conditions, and they're doing a good job with it. It is weird when you come from the past and you're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, this is weird seeing this character with this type of identity, but I understand it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
especially
definitely.
Like Colossus, for instance, and Colossus had in his earlier years in the Ultimatum comics, had a relationship with Sunspot. And so that was an interesting concept, because like we all know Colossus to be that, hey, look at me, I'm Colossus. I used to be a Russian hitman, but now I'm sensitive and
sensitive, caring. I've let go of my British ways. But
exactly,
it's one of those things where like to retcon the character, because part of that is actually like almost got its own like political statement to actually have as one of the predominantly well-known and recognized Russian characters, whenever it actually was pushed as part of like Russian politics that actually had not regard gay people and actually like consider it a mental disorder still. And they're like, well, yeah, making a point of actually taking one of your main Russian characters and actually literally have them be bisexual or be gay in their storyline. It's like, yeah,
exactly.
Like,
and I think he was bisexual, because he still with Kitty Pryde, he still had that relationship with her too.
Yeah.
And so it was back and forth. I was still a big fan, and I still am, of the Astonishing X-Men. It was the video comic, movie comic, basically what it was with. It was, oh god, the series they did on It was on Netflix back in 2010, and it was basically not a movie per se, but it was like you watch the show.
Yeah, it's a motion comic, and they actually like they've done it over the years. Like essentially, it looks like the old 1960s animated series where it was actually a lot of still images stood across the screen while dramatically audio description, like making the scene built by the audio
voiceover. Yeah, exactly.
Voiceover, yeah.
God, it was good. God, and they had like they went from everything to like fucking Thanos throwing a fucking giant bullet. Kitty Pryde had to save the day, and it ended up she phased the bullet through the earth, and then it ended up losing her life because of that.
Oh man, that's crazy. Actually, I don't even remember that story from an Astonishing X-Men. I need to actually go and look that one up. That was I remember like there was one big event in Kitty Pryde's history that actually like left her in a situation where phasing her like intangibility was the natural state. Like it was stuck on. She couldn't, for her not to fall to the center of the earth, she had to like stand there and go like solid, be solid, think solid, be solid.
I think that was in the same comic series, but it wasn't at that point. It was like that was when she was going against what's her name? Frost? What's the ice
Emma Frost.
lady? Yeah, Emma Frost. And she was Emma Frost was with the Hellfire Club,
right.
And they were it was like she came back and she was like messing with their mind, because wait, did Emma Frost have psychic powers too?
Oh yeah, Emma Frost is a psychic, and her secondary power was the diamond skin.
Yes. So yeah, so she had she was messing with everyone's minds, like I think even because even and I might be confusing the comics, but even like Wolverine was childlike, like she made him like a child basically, like his mind was that was definitely the same thing. And then she ended up like Emma Frost or Kitty Pryde ended up phasing through a wall, and she just kept falling through.
Yeah. I mean, it made her think that her powers wouldn't turn off, and then like essentially she was causing them to have nightmares or like horrifying visions and shit like that. I remember. So she wasn't actually, they weren't actually doing it, but it made them think it was the case. There was a really really good comic book event. I think was like Emma Frost. This was I think this might have been after maybe Phalanx Covenant or something that actually like turned Emma Frost from being an absolute cold evil bitch to being the kind of person who would be the head of the school for the Generation X.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's some one of those key moments in the late 90s of the comic book history where she went into a coma and she was fucked. She was like literally she'd been unconscious for far too long. There was a fear of brain damage or whatever else. And Bobby Drake was sitting next to her bed, and something kind of like awoken her. But whenever she woke up, she didn't wake up. She just jumped into Bobby's body.
Yeah.
She just went for like an Esper walk, like a fucking psychic walk.
Bobby Drake is Iceman, right?
Yeah. Is Iceman. Okay. She jumped into Iceman's body, and literally within the first fucking couple of minutes of her being Iceman, she ends up like, and this was actually a big thing in the comics at the time, was like she ends up using Bobby Drake's powers more effectively than he has ever used them. Like literally, she jumps into his body, and within 15 minutes, she's actually put herself through the water system. She's turned herself into liquid ice, flowed through the pipes of the entire building, escaped from the X-Mansion, jumped into a nearby lake, and flash froze the entire surface of the lake so they couldn't track her or follow her wherever she went afterwards, and then escaped off into New York City. like literally, it's like, and I remember there being in the comics that actually like Emma Frost like goes like whenever this all kind of gets reversed back and she's back inside her own body and she comes out of the coma, because I think there was actually like this conversation going on inside their head or whatever else, and he convinces her to, because Bobby Drake is the nicest guy in the world essentially, convinces her to calm the fuck down and actually give him back his body and go back to the house, and don't worry, we're not going to fucking kill you, we're not going to do anything to you, just give me my fucking body back and get back into your own, and we're going to take care of you, make sure you're okay kind of thing. Ends up, he actually asked her afterwards, was like, so how did you do all those things? She was like, you have literally no idea of your own potential, do you? And just gets up and walks out of the room. And you're like, oh, like the motherfucker saved your life, gave you a body for a short time to get into, but you still had to be an absolute bitch to him whenever they finished it.
She's the Ice Queen, man.
Exactly.
That's they've never every instance of Emma Frost in every single media avenue has always been her being the Ice Queen, and they've done a good job with that.
I mean, there's a good consistency to it. There's actually a comic book there was a mini series called Emma Frost, Making of a Mind, I think it actually was, or something, but it was actually like, it was a 6 or 8 issue series that does the origin of Emma Frost from her pre-teen years up to joining the Hellfire Club. It's actually a pretty good series, because it's one of the things where like, wow, well, she was treated like shit for so fucking long. No wonder she trusts absolutely no one. So it's a pretty good miniseries. one of the things that actually came out of the side, somebody pointed this out to me, and once they pointed out to me, there was a massive glass shatters fucking moment. In the X Mansion, the rooming situation in the X Mansion, and this is like something that was very, very specifically stated and went through in the comics, is that Emma Frost shares a central room between both Logan and Scott Summers, and the rooms all have pass-through doors. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep. And I haven't been reading the comics lately, but the fact that Emma Frost is actually in a trifecta relationship with both Logan and Scott seems extremely and intentionally appropriate and sounds about right for those fucking three characters.
Well, Logan is also a horn dog. Logan's always given to his base instincts, and Scott, God bless it, he is just a dupe. Scott, like I
don't
feel
know.
sorry for Cyclops.
If it's all intentional and it's what they all want, that's three consenting adults. You can't question it and don't argue with it. But
right,
at the same time, Scott is a doof for completely different reasons than that.
That's like he's always been given he's always been the Aquaman of the team. You know what I mean? and it's like, I would say that the '90s comics probably did him the best justice, especially with the arc where Cable gets their child gets thrown forward in time, then he comes back and he's all salty and shit, and they go into the fucking moon. I can't remember his name though. Fuck.
Ascandi's son or Strife?
Strife. It's Strife.
Oh yeah, so like I Angry Cable.
The Strife arc.
Yeah.
That whole arc was like great. Logan was a badass. I mean, and then Cable shows up, and then he's like, "Oh God, you're my son! Wow, this is weird."
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, like, shortly after that, they did do a series called Ascan's Son or Ascani's Son or whatever it actually was, where Jean and Scott's minds were flashed forward to the future to inhabit the two bodies of the protectors of a baby, Nathaniel.
From that timeline, yeah.
Yeah, so the whole thing about they didn't get to raise Nathan is actually wrong, because they did fucking raise Nathan, because they sent their minds to the fucking future to actually do so.
And that Nathan turned into Cable.
That's the Nathan that became Cable, yeah.
Yeah, that's what was really cool about that whole, because I remember reading that one too.
Mm-hmm.
God, I will say that I really do wish...
the artwork in that one was so weird. It was like so incongruous to the rest of the Marvel
it was very interesting.
But I loved it.
It was very interesting. It was very unique, because they pretty much kept true to the whole, like, you know, the same, like, everyone has muscles, everyone has like the same look. But then that art, that specific art style was very very unique.
Whenever, because they actually did have, everybody had muscles, but it actually was always, they were all thinner. There was the attempt to show people who worked hard through malnourishment.
Yep.
You know, it's like everybody had ropey thin muscles, but actually like still were strong because they still had to move, they still had to carry, they still had to survive and stuff. But
well, it was also if they were thrown to the future too. It was like that was in Apocalypse's future, right?
That was the future. That was the future that Nathan came from, where Apocalypse was in control, but it was because of the death of many mutants from the Sentinels, and then Apocalypse took control after the Sentinels had murdered everyone.
It was also what I really appreciated about that Strife arc was the fact that Apocalypse was helping the X-Men, and I was like, "What? I don't remember reading what."
Yeah,
that was like, this is crazy.
Because Strife was trying to murder everybody. He wasn't like. Was he actually trying? Was the whole Strife thing? The legacy virus came from Strife, didn't it?
Yes, and it eventually infected Xavier, and Apocalypse ended up helping Xavier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Moira McTaggart.
Yep, exactly. Them together, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Have you heard the weird stuff about Moira McTaggart's character? That she she's not a mutant. She's an Eternal.
No, I haven't heard that. Is that new?
That's a fairly new thing where like Moira McTaggart is literally somebody who's completely unstuck in time and has been living the 616 reality over and over again until like fucking Quantum Leap style, she finds the last leap will be the last leap that takes her home kind of thing.
Huh.
It's like it's
That-
one that's one worth
interesting
that's
because-
one worth looking up because the Moira McTaggart thing, like I read about that and I was like, wait, what?
Because like she's just been a scientist
Mhm.
every single arc. She's just a scientist with no power, no special abilities. Her husband is what, Banshee? Is her husband Banshee or her son Banshee?
No, she dated Banshee, but her
That's
son
right.
her son is Legion.
Oh, that's right, because her son is from Xavier. That's right.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta go to bed.
Like, take all those thoughts with you and enjoy your dreams.
Legion's in my head.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Good night, dude.
Until next time. Good
And
night.
Laters. Bye. Oh, good grief. Good golly. That was a 4-hour stream that actually started off as half an hour of playing this, probably, I suppose. But thank you very much for anybody who actually came in, stopped by, listened to us ramble and rant. Yeah, so feel free to check out Craftopia. I'll be playing a bit more of it over the next couple of days. Probably will take a little bit of a calmer look, rather than actually like digging more into it. Because I think the thing is, I'm probably reaching the tail end of the content that's available in the crafting side, so I might actually just go and focus on completing a bunch of different islands the next time I come in. Because as it is now, I just have way too much sand. Too much sand. There's sand in all of my cracks, and it's not feeling good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure playing games for you guys earlier on today, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see all you dudes in the next live stream. Bye bye.